people, ABC Amber TV, Draft, Ambazonia Broadcasting Corporation, the voice of the voiceless, the voice of Ambazonia, connecting the world from Africa with untold stories, Africa's best.
Get trained as an IT professional from the comfort of your home. Dynamic Tech Academy gives you a unique opportunity through our 6-month program, during which you learn skills to transition to being a full-time IT professional. Over 80% of our students have no prior IT background, yet the vast majority of them land jobs a month after they start applying. Our ultimate goal is to reach 100% student placement, so we work with every student until he or she gets a job. Upon successful completion of the course, we will give you a resume, interview preps, one-on-one coaching from experienced instructors, and job placement assistance. Within this course, you get more than 300 hours of theories combined with real-world applications and practical skills you can apply on day one on your job. At the end of the program, our students can be certified as Red Hat Systems Administrator, AWS Cloud Engineer, AWS Security Specialist. Visit our website at www.dynamictechacademy.com to register.
Good evening, fellow Ambazonians, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this very important broadcast. I'd like to start by first of all apologizing for the postponement of yesterday. We were supposed to come live, but for some unprecedented reasons, we couldn't make it. But here we are now. Tonight is a special night, and like you've seen in the caption, it's Couper'S Debacle Season 2. We are not just going to be doing a repetition of the messy situation that's scattered all over the social media. We thought that it is necessary amidst the other very important things to talk about. So we come to give clarity to our people at the home front who might be confused on some of the misleading that's out there, and also to talk to onlookers, to the diaspora, and make some clarity on the things that are relating to Ambazonia. What is the Ambazonian government structure? What should they believe in? Do they have to look at anything that's happening out there and master their description of us? You would agree with me that some individuals are really behaving like Anglophiles. Their behavior is vexing, but to some extent, a laugh. I would say it's a shame to have those who choose to be unconstitutional wanting to invoke the Constitution to parade their objective. That's a laugh. So tonight, we're also going to get into the basics of the utterances made by the U.S. ambassador or diplomat in Yaoundé. And we will be telling you why Cameroon decided to use that as a propaganda during this time, how certain Ambazonians partnered to make that a reality. Should I call them Ambazonians? I'll call them blacklegs, those who have chosen to call themselves Anglophones. You have the stooge of CRTV, Charles Ebune, paraphrased and spined the speech or the utterances of this certain diplomat. And I think the diplomat also should not be taken off the hook, because we've had situations where Tibonage was interviewed on the same platform and asked almost the same questions, and he was unapologetic with an honest view. And so there is no reason for anyone to justify the utterances of this diplomat as of being sane. We have come of age as a people, as Ambazonians. We have lost close to 45,000 civilians, armless and harmless, young men and women, especially women and children. We've seen children roasted in palm or fried in palm oil. We've seen octogenarians roasted in their own homes. We've seen a man's child in Batibo burnt to ashes. And so it is an apology for anyone to think that we will not be identified for who we are or to mislead people when it comes to our case. We have explained ourselves loud and clear enough. When they deny to call us our name, it's for an objective. It's because they want to deny our identity and therefore to debunk our debate. And therefore, we as custodians of this movement, a movement of the never again generation, must not accept or tolerate. You always know that I'm here with War Child and Comrade Nelson Ochiba. They have been waiting for some time. We had Dr. Ellard, whatever he said there. We're not going to contest what he said, but we will definitely be breaking it down so that our people in the home front can get to understand this, what the interim government position is when it comes to education. And we will be concluding on something really vital. Coupe Manenguba this weekend is drafting. Professor B. Epote, the chairperson, was live with us on Tuesday, I think Monday, and she said quite a lot. But we're thinking that the success of Ngoki Tunja, the same spirit of Ngoki Tunja, will just be transferred into Kupe Manenguba, and there will be victory for every Ambazonian come Saturday. I would like to also announce to you that Comrade Paul Nilong has indicated his availability, hence. So you will be having defense briefing every Saturday. Without any waste of your time, right after this break, we will be having the panelist Nelson Ochiba and my brother War Child. So just stay tuned. Good evening, comrades. Welcome to this important program tonight. Una good evening, as I be say, na so the matter day. So they talk plenty. We'll get like 10 video today for show and talk, show the one, talk, show the one, talk. You know what easy? We'll be choose say this program today more whole as compensation for one way no whole yesterday. Because they talk there be plenty, but one way you know we talk with it carry am over. This is on chop way cook and plenty, keep by the sour. So we don't come for talk 'em. And we will start by you, Comrade UN. Introduce yourself, then begin talk people with the here to talk.
Well, I did throw a salute for all man where a day for home front, to the ABC team, to people that day for Grand One, and for Ambazonians where they day for diaspora, where they day out here for CC will get a free Ambazonia. People them where they stand up for justice, and I do want to tell them say me they hold them tight. We not be the first people where we they seek justice. Different people and they be not try, and they try and try. The only time where you fail for something now when you stop trying. So the true failure for anything now when you stop trying. The moment where you did try, small picking the week up for up, fall down, they still they try. Then you want to say now you run marathon, they run 100 race, meters race, and all those kind of stuff. So we want to tell people, say we there for here for search we own identity. We're not there for here for claim something where it be different, where it not belongs to us. And that is the reason why we defend we own territory. We not be aggressors. We not be people the way we come out for God take what way it not belong to us. And today I'll be happy. Say we'll get for come out with series of videos them so that we give some clarity for what way people they believe. Because some person if he can't talk something, he want try for make you feel like discouraged a little bit, but you will hear what way your brother talk, and you will hear the conditions where it make that person talk that kind of thing. Now condition in making Janga back a bend. So Ambazona will get for stand firm and will get for stand strong. So if for 3 years, 6 years, like Republic don't try for term us as terrorists, you never get them. So maybe not today where you can't try for term us so. So I call on those them where they be all stand up, those activists the way they be all stand up in those days. What are they call them? Their name say Abu Free, Ray Baba, James Braddock, the rest the way they be stand say they want free their people. Say who say on a day. So when I don't go for retirement for stock say me La Republic, it kill on a people, or when I be not decide for go join La Republic. Because if you start something, you not end up. It means you never do something. They did value you not only as you start something, but how will you end the thing. That is why we talk about a consistency, and we call semi people to be vigilant for La Republic manipulations and all those kind of things where we will discuss inside this program today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, plenty. So on top of the way Martin Luther King be talk say, well, you should don't quiet. They talk one similar to talk with this Archbishop for South Africa to be talk. You not be different from enemy when you stand for the face of injustice against the people. You should don't quiet. You know different. So you see that the key people, what are your brother? You want pass the road, they key your brother. Because they be do something way not find you should don't quiet. So other name they call them maybe activists. Activists never person way they back down. They be just be na people where they will be na opportunist. Now the better word that we call them. I not undermine any man. Some of them like the Ray Baba na person way. Na my friend. Me and he don't day for your own day together would work and rap, do rap music together where they in Wakale University. So maybe activists na man where you get a vision and a visionary for big book people. A visionary never back down, not in any cower down a visionary. Now opportunist and mostly politicians, because politicians they look an opportunity, they chook head inside. Where see I say the bad politician be preventive. You want she don't quiet, so that mean not make plenty mistake. And then when the opportunity come again, then can't quote yourself say if you don't talk so. You go see some of them go come back as you get people to fight now. People to fight at different stages. People don't know. People like me, I start the fight for even 2015, 2016, where it just started and start from Magbobala, the other one from different levels from home front. So the courage today, we already evolved the go now go because you want level and how you turn for back, you want look my brother. Now blood for people today. You turn for back, I see another picking from my village, you can them with a fry and for oil. You don't want turn at the scene, I'm happy in his spirit, he call you. So you turn look now waiting. You know this Lottie woman where it turn her to sort of stone. You turn, you go just turn and start. In fact, you know, should enter back for ambassador. So the fight done then at one way. If you would have for middle sea, you either go now front because you not go front, or the wave not go change if you go now back. When we go back, sometimes we don't ever reach back or play over there. That means a play will one day now. If we turn so one go now back, we not reach back because they go just say okay. We don't really, they go just dissolve we now. As we be sure we don't dissolve now. So we don't try now to come out inside the water. They want to go na back of underport. And I don't understand that one. War child, maybe you want to come from that level.
Yeah, thank you. This is Watch Eye. As alone, owner the watch we and we thank when I say when I don't come on board again for can listen so that today more will be together. We'll check them, we'll broke them, we'll make more and know certain things them. Say I will take my own chapter again, I'll go back behind small. I'll take them for Kadinatumi a page where it talks say 69 to 85. Might just put down for 85% of Ambazonians They want absolute independence. He used that word absolute. Where Equinox be interviewee. I want to remind when I'm on understand say this time where they be interviewee, it will be like 3,000 Ambazonians where they be don't die by then, long years ago where Kadana Tumi be that time where Tim be the hot. If you remember about 3 years ago where that interview will take place, 3-4 years, where he said 85% Ambazonians they want absolutely. Therefore, total, no partial, total independence. They want be by their own. So I want more to understand, say, if this man of God, more put it for the sin, wanna look, put it for the face, for the action, say, if he don't think, he don't send people outside, he don't look among the Ambazonians, he don't look among, by then, only 3,000 people that be die. Then today we talk of 45,000 people, then where they don't die. So where to go be the censor? The censor will show say there not go be some house where you know go talk say we want stand by we own. So I will take him for this one hot. Take him go for wait where it happen. I know say we gave ask the question, but ma just pick and six I get the opportunity for talk. Ma just pick him for this American ambassador where he come up the interview, the partial interview where the talks it claim for talk say we or may they send those where they there for diaspora, may they send them back. I want me understand something say when you don't know something, you learn them. When you enter inside bush for find firewood, as my talk for my country talk, if you stay inside forest too much before you come out, you will surely come out wet firewood for your hand. But not be say may you stay there. So this one parable, you go now for that people the way. They doubt where they don't go for the cool plotters camp. More on a chain site, more on a camp for back church. Can't she don't for bench for there because that place they the wait to now. When I don't go for long time for inside, they will not see anything. When I don't go for find proof, say corruption, they decide when I not see anything. When I go for find proof, say Dr. Sako don't do this one, when I not see anything. So when I return for back church, if I come for that word where they interview that I want debunk some lies them for this American ambassador way, no. Okay, must start for them. CIA report if that American ambassador no. CIA report. I understand the pressure where they inside. I understand the country where it come. It come for country where they don't like people like ye. May the first be inside that country. They don't like people like ye. Where he get the omasa. If a man will get omasa. They don't like people like ye. So he get for do everything. I understand where he talk. He talk for inside La Republic. But I need to talk for La Republic position. I talk as an Ambazonian. That territory talk. I don't get anything for divide La Republic. I don't want to divide Douala. I don't want to divide Yaoundé. I talk like Southern Cameroon. CIA report for 1984, if I don't make mistake. It talk say Southern Cameroon or Cameroon as the two Cameroon is supposed to be a confederation state if they be support them well. Now a time bomb. If made an ambassador no. Peace Corps, they're supposed to translate my word from pidgin to English for you. Because they get Peace Corps where they don't can learn pidgin. They know which way they. Say Cameroon a time bomb. And they understand say they change everything. Now why that way would be time bomb. Ambassador and a time bomb now so CIA report be talk. We get two map where they present them for you. United Nations present two map from there for some their Independence Day. They bring a two map. One map for Southern Cameroons and one map for La Republique of Cameroon. Where they call it on Thursdays in those days say West Cameroon and East Cameroon. And they bring this education, make people they understand which way they. Because if La Republique feels say it don't take some of us, that Southern Cameroonians where they work with it. Now, because you don't get competent people. Now, why that you come for territory, you can't borrow that people, go put them for your ministerial post. You go put them for director for your post because you don't get competent. Because that people, them, and they call them and say missionaries. They do their work for you, you pay them. Now, ambassador, so will not get any treaty. And the one make that ambassador understand, so will not get any union treaty between the two countries. May you understand. Bia, for early years, for that 1980s, it declared for Boya, say, Boya was once the capital for West Cameroon. Now some be a talk. May he put that one inside his head. Say it talk because Boya na capital. Na capital for Ambazonia. It don't always be and you cannot change history. So may he put that one inside his head for understand say we know the Ambazonia not the camp for can't divide La Republique. We therefore with territory, we defend with territory. And it being an international law, so we get that for defend ourselves. So we defend ourselves for invaders. When them be the terrorists, because we never come for defend for inside La Republique. Njanga Republic. We dey inside Ambazonia. And as still go, we get custom posts. If I cut all laws or get custom posts where they share the two countries. What is that custom post that they do? For Douala Road Day? What did they do for Metamesam when I call an Asweti? What did they do for Road Day? For go down for Bamenda? What did they do for it? That two custom posts. We get boundary stone the way they divide the two Cameroon. Now, only example, and that one is showing for you. May you understand how it is. We get two language where it be spoken in two different countries. May you understand. We get two different culture. We be a nation. We get our own history. So that ambassador may understand plenty things ahead. We get a judicial system. They get a common law and a civil law. We get two different systems where they judge things. They get their own side, we get our own side. That's why we say that two nations where they come together. Even for inside Congress, for America, the American general, inside their Congress, the most powerful Congress in the world, it declare call we na Ambazonians. Even their politicians, they call we Ambazonians. They even ask Tibonachi if the Ambazonians, they want their own nation. But you know, before answer, I understand the ambassador position. Either inside the lions, then they don't give you small statue or small goal. So you know one talk as they always give every order and bribe them. You know one talk. I understand a position, he won't get popularity. But they're quite different from this case. You get Mbia declare war. This war because Mbia declare. This is something where they happen. You know, if you declare war within your nation, it be impossible for a president to declare war within his own nation. No. Why he declare war? Because na two nation day. So he declare war against Ambazonia, against Southern Cameroons. So no matter how you dare, if you minister for that side, already you are Ambazonian. You can never change the thing. This one, is like say, you don't, every people in the border must get level. So now, you there for Yaoundé, then outside you be Ambazonian. You not change that fact, so you not be Ambazonian. So, Mbia declare for France, say they don't try. They don't try for wipe them out. They don't try for clean them out. And you get the French soldiers where they come. They are terrorist soldiers. They talk, say, you guys will talk. You must stay with us by force. We get the law for Bakassi. When they will judge that case for the law, they will ask them, say, La République for that case for Bakassi oil. They ask themselves, or for that land, as I say, La République go for your boundary for independence. May Nigeria to stay for your boundary for independence. What do you mean? It means that we Ambazonians, now we own the place and we there, you know, if we change the international law. So no matter how they mix them, look, no matter how you put them, you change whose kind of situation, it not go change. You cannot kill everybody. No matter how you send that poison, for go for white man country or for go for whose side, for eradicate we. No, it don't be late. The only solution have come on top table. Now here I advise you. So you be ambassador, you come, you still the new inside the game. I know say you want more popularity. You are new inside this game. So just learn and come. Thank you plenty. My give and for other panelists. Someone wanna go ahead. Thank you, comrade. Are they there? I think there's some technical issue from their side. Must still go on with the discussion until when the, if you guys hear me when you win, when you get the mic, then you take them back from me. We still the push forward. We still the push forward. So any ambassador way they understand all how La République they play the game. Now because September they come where United Nations General Assembly they meet or security United Nations Security Council get for meet. So they want some good report. That's why when we hear this thing for Fee Masha, they tell you say Fee Masha don't die. Then play all kind game, take gymnastic, take another man for mortuary, can put and broke his head, put some more tomato. Say na Fee Masha that. We get another more example where they tell una the other day they just play all this game. Turn and tell you say no pity don't die. They always play this game. They there for gymnastic for play this game for try for keep the people together. Not just game where they play. They are running out of time. La République no get time again. And Republic they suffer. UCFC and say they suffer. So if you're Ambazonia, may you join the revolution. Join your LGA for support. Thank you. Copy. Now, I know we'll end there. I will still continue before the other panelists they come forward. More understand which way they for this time, so that when they want to talk, I will give them more time for talk because I don't talk since there is such a one or two problem for background. We understand, say, for the now one IG day. That one thing that one maybe people understand. Now one IG day. Now one IG day. Now your government, not be interim government. We una the year. Even at the year me, this one na government where they rule Ambazonia. Now you get power. Now the international community they look for us now for this government. No, not know that say now interim. There is nothing like interim. It get full control. It get full function. All the LGA, all the LGA, all the counties, they function. So we get absolute power. The government get power. It negotiate. It get everything where they do. It function. All the ministries are the function. So matter what they're not talking about interim government and a one government there. The other government where you get them where they talking about government a group. That one for Christopher Anu, you get how way trouble they inside now. They scattered. They buy their skin. You know, say when win, they say when win the pass, it expose secret. When win pass, if foul stand for them, like you will know. If that foul we meet for skin na white, that foul we meet for skin na red, you go know. So the situation where there for that coup plotters IG. Now say win don't pass. Win don't pass, then we continue forget say leakage or trouble they inside that government. Because one, this one I call and say thieves united. Because every person where they inside that their group, that Jange group, when a Marietta they rule them, where they lead them, Christopher Anu, where you see and so all then get your own problem. Today you hear say Marietta don't fire Christopher Anu. The Restoration Council, the Born Restoration Council, you know, the first B. More than also on an interim government, we don't push them, send them. They not be use that Restoration Council. Nothing be they exist like them. Long time, every LGA get the representative where they represent for any communicate or any law they want to get inside that one. Now they come for background for brief their people. So no, they still follow that one. So you get the trouble where they inside that Couper'S IG. The Couper'S IG, the problem being I say they're being sponsored all by Yaoundé. That's the secret that way they inside. Won't I give understand? Don't mind all that talk where they make back. They can't talk. No, all that in a lie. All that where Christopher Anu they can't talk all a lie. Christopher for better majority of the thing where they talk true no day in mouth. You will see and say all the one they call and say all the activists or activism or all the one where they come up for can't talk or for can't analyze. They don't change hand. It's as if Christopher Anu not get support again for a back because all the support where they for a back, they don't go now. La Marianta or the Marianta they call them, they don't go down for a back. So you understand, say, the whole thing don't scatter. That one a group. And Christopher Anorame will understand, say, when he go be the president, there is no president there. They're going to say comrade. Because you understand one thing, say, yeah, only no one know that what say president. They are not be there alive. There's other president, there's a side. I think that will give understand how all these things there. Couper'S. Say, you know, one minute, call say president. Christopher Anu said they'll call he say they'll just call in and say
we're back.
Remember,
no quite comrade.
Comrade.
I don't follow you. I don't say that's why I almost unbox all this machine and yes, if waiting there.
I'll never more understand say the thing the hot. This thing they say the hot. I beg if una dead the more take small water put on a corner because the one today they carry the hot. Would they on fire? And one more discover all this.
I think the floor small. Ochiba get to take we go back. You know about Russia, and I get to take and go back there. We start play video 1-1. Me and Bazonia and set the sea. We mami the ground the sea all thing. Ochiba back up. Never use it before one come back for the screen. What an Couper'S they pray against you. I understand.
Yeah. Well, me I just talk now one thing. Then you start play the video them because we begin to go video by video so that we will not miss with track. The thing I say, Ambazonia are one country and a country not to get two governments. So Ambazonia are one country with one government and the president now Dr. Sako. So something they like interim government led by Dr. Sako. All those things and splinter groups the way they split. We already experienced and for SCNC, the main SCNC, different persons come out, they go make their own factions. We will not experience and for SDF, different people they come out, they go make their own factions them and all those kind of things. So we're not really call and say IG by this or this or this though. We're gonna one interim government. All those things are now Now, a gang of some people that where the one impose themselves with some specific agenda where they get them. Because take for example, we can't deny somebody, say no, they operate fine. You denounce everything, then you still go take the names them, inherit everything where the person can't do them. County by counties, LGAs, and all those things that were not the same person. And like now, so the rest of the turn and say, oh, all the things that way they do, it will be wrong and all those things. So it's we don't go straight for the videos, so that way we take one video, we analyze them, because we get a lot for do. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. So you see, what I take we enter us on top where it really deep plenty. As they put the watch when I begin praise a mini machine and they water we now so that me ought to go fine. So me are the chick say, Mu take now this diplomat for your own starting up for you first before we end up for a declaration the ESF. Now before because they want people already watch. So we will make people watch back this one. When they watch and now we will come back and play thing where another people talk. They will see and say the man whether it be talk fine. They will see people where they want to talk say okay, more just left this man. Because you get people where they feel say we know of us blame the man for talk where he talk. Blah 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 blah. Me I not agree with that side for talk because we don't over suffer will Ambazonians but I cannot say mojo level. So more watch this man.
Coming back to your dialogue question, whether you call it a dialogue, a conversation, a discussion, the point is peace can only be achieved peacefully.
Before this interview comes to an end, we will talk sports. But one of the issues when it comes to the Northwest and Southwest equally, and I've heard this conversation from several people, they say that there is a portion of the Cameroonian diaspora living in the United States of America foiling all of this, and Yaoundé says that from time to time she has written to Washington to have these people liberated, that she qualifies terrorists, creating chaos, and that they even go against the rules and regulations of the U.S. Patriot Act of 2001, and which you know clearly better than I do. How do you respond to such comments when you look at what they do on social media, for example, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, which are basically American companies?
So I have seen a lot of the videos that you're referring to, and I am very troubled by, and we all should be troubled by, videos where people are calling for violence, where people are suggesting that killing students and preventing them from going to school is somehow a valid approach to resolving underlying social concerns. It isn't, and it never will be. The people in the diaspora, be they in the United States or elsewhere, who have been calling over the past several years for violence, need to stop. There's no question about that. This is what I was saying a minute ago. Violence is not the answer. Violence is never going to be the answer. People need to have a peaceful conversation. Those who are encouraging attacks on schools, the burning of hospitals, the shooting of people who violate these imposed regulations by the non-state armed groups, those calls for violence just need to stop.
My brother, when I say don't hear that, when I hear the talk with the man talk, he not even talk politically, he talk na direct talk man. Because me, as I said, my lesson the way I learn about school for politics na wrong one. He not even talk for some way. If he talk say man, they talk for middle. That means say he stands on about one side. Then let's say you come like you be a betrayer. You see, he just take the matter as well. Charles a bonnet pushy. He just talk. He say he don't. So they talk say he don't see video. Now strong statement. Really man make a man. He say don't see the video then, and the people they need to stop. Referring to which people? The people where Charles and Bonnet talk to the day for women country. You understand what I talk? The man, if he want to talk for both sides, like how some people talk, say more talk no, the man no blah blah blah, does he talk for quarter? If we even talk now say, even Cameroon military too don't fry picking up a palm oil. Oh, maybe my fault say if he move claim say no. Maybe my fault say no. Cameroon army they don't see him for update. Cameroon army behead anyone they call him like say Sam Sawyer cut his head so for front camera. But he put them. That means say it's just if you've been as on judge or on court. After that analysis, the case Joe close. The Joe close. When I talk about.
May I talk something for that? You hear me, director?
I hear you fine.
Yeah.
Hearing me very clear. Yeah.
You know, diplomatic language it be very, very different. A diplomat will enter for inside presidency, he go give red card for president. But when they come for media, he go can't talk how they get bilateral relations, multilateral relations, they want straighten economic ties and all those kind of stuff. Where they go do them. In the case like for this ambassador, we know say when he go for Cameroon, the Catholic priest them, especially those Iwondo people, they be denied, they don't want to give you papers, them say me work. So he gave go extra mile for do anything for satisfy the people. He talks, he talk about dialogue. He say peace fee only come, through peaceful means. And he forget for no say all countries that inside the world plenty, they also accuse America, say he go to use force, like for Libya, for Vietnam, for Iraq, for different countries them in order say they want to achieve peace. Why they go to use force for this? They be go for go now for dialogue. Why they threaten that they use economic sanctions and all those kind of things, them sanction them. Like how they sanction even La Republic for AGOA. Why they not use now peaceful means a dialogue for them? When you see this journalist, he can't talk for him. Because I know say this person they want try for protect my job, because if La Republic he talk to this, they don't want it for the it will be jobless. He will come for America, they will say you don't get no other opening for you according to your status. Because for we know say God will make man and woman, say two people and they get for she don't they make a family. But how we don't decide for take it on go on left side where the Cameroon government don't want them, he get for do everything for appease the Cameroon authorities. Now the first thing we go for put them. That journalist, he go talk for
the man they do so now because he be that man where he do.
Yeah. I want to explain that because when the journalist he can't talk say he get for talk something about the U.S. Patriot Act. So the U.S. Patriot Act, that act where they be signed and George Bush put them into law for 2001. Where they begin for use available resources for fight against organized crimes within the United States, organized crimes and drug trafficking. We not do any organized crime. Now, whether when you will come for some video for there, you will see Tibo Nagi talk say they can't do anything with people in America because they never go against American laws them and they never go American laws them. So he get for no, he get for understand for yes, the root cause for here, America vote for on independence, and America it don't make plenty resolutions. We get resolutions.
I'm going to cut you short, but I want to talk a little bit about this organized crime. Make with people understand. When you talk about organized crime, organized crime, them politicians that they make may be almost legitimate because right now, Cameroon government they do what you call organized crime. When you at one broker I understand them, no one what I say for them define the word them. How way to be organized crime means say you get legitimate people where they stand wear coat, black ties, red shirt, all thing. They use legal system them, thing the way they don't put them fine, where they put them may do a better thing. They use the things that commit a crime. I think give example for the one with the for Cameroon. Now when you see Cameroon they use even their lawyer demands on change the work of a one time change constitution because they want keys or man put them. Or it is send intelligence and send people like know them within with system, send people then come like America, use American system, law and everything. Now organize crime that for key oppressed people like we. So you know even be possible for individuals or group of individuals to do organized crime. You get now mega institutions like government because organized crime costs plenty money. We will not do organized crime because we do it to call and self-defense where it be is American law, it is international law. Organized crime not two way that you not even proudly talk about. Like we will talk so the defend ourselves. Now it's where they call an organized crime that. Right. So when you see that skinny picky where they call a Charles Ebune, what I think say will be unruffled, they just will call use any word. It just did somehow. Go ahead.
No, the issue I say They want try a way, say they will not try for put we like terrorists and they fail. American government, if we vote, it give independence for we. And American government, according to the American government, a second amendment, it give the right for bear weapons for defend yourself. Now so they and America being a signatory for the United Nations Charter and all those things, where they even talk for they say self-determination now a universal human right. American government, it don't come for outside it draw resolution 292, 358, and 684. Where it talks that we will go solve the root causes for this matter. We will go do so. So when it talk about dialogue for day, it use now the word dialogue and peace. We are not looking for dialogue and peace. We are looking for negotiation and justice. So the people and they go for understand that in the way they get for come for here. So me people are not begin to work at the shake say, oh, it don't talk so, it will therefore mean say na so. Any American way it dey for inside America, provided you never commit a crime against American laws them. It never get nothing for do with you. A retrans them now the student for America, they support and they fight for their own independence where they be get them. Even Tibo Nagitu, they talk about all those things them. So when people and they just go, these journalists that they go, like you can't see the other woman, you can't talk for the other video for the now just indirect way la Republic, they try every means possible for trust say, okay, me they shut down the thing the way with they raise money, they me they shut down and all those kind of things. Anything gets a cause and effect. Wetin a trigger this thing, it be the root causes. Me they go for they go solve those things the way they be for they. Because even this journalist, this American ambassador, when they go movie for day, if we can't talk his own opinion tomorrow, can't talk say when he be ambassador, if he talk now for State Department, he use protocol. But now it be free. If he still talk, he fine, so it be so, it be fine. But we therefore understand say we not do any crime inside the Republic. Intergovernment not the advocate for any crime. Intergovernment stand up for peace and justice and semi-la Republic it will draw go for your own boundaries. Now why that would defend your own territory? So maybe not go begin to misquote within the way individualism like Eric Tato talks me to go cut people their finger them. I ever talks will cut people their head and put them for day. They do not represent us. Those are private individualism and all those kind of things. Where even American government say according to the law for America, defend yourself, but they still see say they get mass shooting, they get other kind of people where they use any means will be available for them for go abuse the authority, abuse any kind of thing the way again for day. So make they understand say they not go take an action of an individual or a group, a tiny group of people, then they take and impose on people them. That is why if in America the KKK association where it did their actions they don't take them impose them on all Americans them where it be a democratic state where it be a democratic nation. So the American ambassador me try for look you can't wait them. However, I will caution ambassador and them say we go for state now we fax them. We not go for coach ambassador. We not go for this. Coachy, insulty, talk some vulgar language with you because diplomatic language where they talk one-on-one a bit different for what they talk for inside media. And at the end of the day, we will still use those same diplomats them for pass through them. So now the thing where I want to talk that say the intergovernment the position it be clean and clear. We never hear on the intergovernment say me will cross go for la Republic. Me they cut people that hell how are you about the cut and then go and meet them. Even Facebook don't really document ADF say a terrorist group because it don't go and meet them for France 24. For TV5, talk say either two gendarmes them, either cut their head them, they cut Florence Ayafor, they go do this one, they cut a chief prince for Kurugwe, go cut head for man for Bafut, put them for top tree and all those kind of things them. Talk say he will flush people them for house, he will smoke people them, he will do so. We don't do those things them. That's why they are names them. They dare now for under radar and all those things. And it come now for teach a good lesson for Ambazonia people say if you don't see some of these ambassadors that they talk. When I get for learn from there and stop this to when they can't talk say we must unite with all groups because you go unite with person we don't commit crimes. It means that you go dirty water, you know we carry clean water where intergovernment clean water they do clean job. You go carry man we don't commit crimes them. You take an account put them with you. You can't dirty your water and you can't dirty your game. After that you can't talk say there are atrocities on both sides. Now La Republic where they commit crime them. When I say for Ngabu, when I say for Kumba, when I say for everywhere. So Ambazona them we will stay strong. Me some person not make me some person begin to shake talk say oh something they can't happen so or something they can't happen so. It doesn't go like that. Thank you. Yeah, Director, you hear? And then I say, you just,
I
yeah.
hear you very, very, very well. Thank you very
Okay.
much. As you talk about Chiba, interim government position there. Now, why that way interim government saying the fight war for Yaoundé, in respect with international boundary them. So as well, when I get down at the year, now watch out before you come, make we get the top way Thibaut Nash talk in this relation, then you go come in and enjoy your own face and more just handle it or
Pour revenir toujours à cette situation de sécurité dans le nord-ouest et le sud-ouest, l'une des attentes des Camerounais et accessoirement du gouvernement, c'est l'identification de ces compatriotes qui vivent dans des pays comme les États-Unis, comme la Grande-Bretagne, comme l'Afrique du Sud, et qui, pour la plupart, financent les tueries dans ces zones-là. En quoi le gouvernement américain peut-il être important pour le gouvernement camerounais pour mettre un terme à ce type de pratique qui, sur le terrain, aboutit à des tueries de masse?
That's a very interesting question because until recently, the exile community, which was the most active,
cette question est très intéressante. Aux États-Unis, il y avait une communauté qui était très active. C'était la communauté éthiopienne qui disait des choses pas très agréables sur son gouvernement. Et avec l'arrivée du nouveau Premier ministre, cette donne a changé. Actuellement, c'est la communauté exilée la plus active, c'est la communauté camerounaise. Bien sûr, il convient de relever que dans toutes les communautés, vous avez des divergences de points de vue. Et en ce qui concerne leur statut aux États-Unis, la liberté d'expression est conçue différemment aux États-Unis et tout le monde doit respecter les lois. Si le gouvernement, comme nous l'avons relevé auprès des autorités, s'il nous envoie des éléments, des preuves, nous allons poursuivre ces personnes en délicatesse avec la loi des États-Unis.
There is somebody breaking the laws of the United States of America, and we will certainly follow up that information. And if it turns out to be so, then we will prosecute the individuals.
So you see, when me I want to talk UN, I be very much aware for this talk where they talk about diplomatic talk, but you get inside diplomatic talk, you get the one where it be fair, and then you get the one where it be biased. I no one chew water from my mouth when I talk. So perhaps this man type before coming we talk different. I stand for the side for people where they believe say this ambassador for on a diplomat for your own they now be talk with bias. Now, if you hear with this man talk, I go translate and small people here. They interpret themselves, maybe they interpret them fine. Because the man first start by identifying the diasporic community. He call on exile. When people they on exile, means say there is irregularities there for law for the place. If things are correct, people no go they on exile. Exile means you know we come back for your home. And then just the word exile get a lot of legal implication. Then it talks when law go identify, say some man don't commit crime, the law go prosecute the person. Now the last thing that we talk. But the one way Cameroon, the first thing for people, they are mob, they force them. Ebune actually, now journalism, me I know the style with journalism commission. Ebune first talk for that man mob, say people will commit crime. The man no use his own small wisdom. Let me have a sending for school, we go do it, diplomacy. But it just talk for one side. So it be correct for Ambazonia the way that they feel say it be biased, it take one side. Because if it be talk say, well, according to the US now maybe banana country, na country with law, when they go identify, we don't hear US don't condemn people where they say they want smuggle gun. Right? So if US not prosecute the other activism, it means that according to US law, they not see and say a crime. So when person, like I talk, Amazonian also for plenty. When person don't already make wayo, because that man talk na wayo, no need for me, you instead come get talk political talk because it no mean say because you want use some man forget something, then you will never make a man like some the man will destroy 7 of your team, then you won't can need it now. Who you don't full claims to them, okay, the man will be policy maker. But it talk be important because if he did write that kind of report, like an educated man, he's supposed to substantiate with evidence. I know we call talk say, okay, you be thief. Man, so that I don't watch video then. Then I know the back before I want qualify, make my judgment based on the law that will get them or the evidence what I get. So that man be talk with you, if he support na ya won't ever play the host today. He not talk like how it's Tibonash talk. Watch out.
Yeah, thank you. Say, give me back the opportunity for talk. There's a law, my people. There's a law they call and say human right law. This human right law na law everybody get right for live. If the one with the net diaspora they don't cross water, now because their country will get fever, Mukenge be they bite them. Now why then cross come? So now law now for this other side where they did there for protect them. They did it for their own protection. And if they never commit any trouble for inside that land where then they're not going to persecute them because now something do before they come this side. Mukenge be they bite them. If I go for the former ambassador, that ambassador where we talk from Bia, he talks say may Paul Bia think about a legacy. Say may think where you leave them, where he don't declare war. May think he don't declare war for people. May think where he go leave them before he leave them before he come out. Now he declare war. Some nothing that will get for understand say he declare war for people. The ambassador they want them. This war don't go on for 6 years. This journalist where he come, he sent some audios and he sent video for this man may watch him. I believe say among the videos the way he send him, he get that kind edit that or a video. He get that kind Cho Ayaba a video where they talk mess. So this man watch him, if but as you get them as Ochiba said, you and say we now interim government day. Interim government are a government for a state, and that government function a full government. And I don't talk and before we talk over there, we say this government now full government, not be interim government, now full government where it carry out the laws. And there is nothing where the government don't do where it never promote killing, it never promote either for self-defense, it never cross border. It talk now for La Republique. So if that journalist, when I pay to talk journalists, we know La Republique journalists them say you talk because you want block Yagari. Because if you not talk way to way, Chandongo one, Yagari don't finish. So now you way demand the support that side for Chandongo. And this man too, I still pick this side for Paddy King say that ambassador talk now way to way then give it as a put talk for him up so he does voice him out. Now 6 years. The American, you may not forget, the Congress don't talk about this matter. So it talk so. General of America don't talk about this matter. So that part where they talk, the empty part. We get this lady where we come talk say this lady about some journal where this mayor of Sodom and Gomorrah, Tiff Eno, it be interviewee Christopher Arno be interviewed some time ago. Where that lady talk say Cho Ayaba or Ellie Smith. All them inside that group, they exchange gun, they take gun from B. They give them for Cho Ayaba own camp. Now, why did they exchange gun for each other? So you get to understand, say, all that thing now set up for cutting Aya for a neck, now set up for La Republique. For bomb picking inside oil, now set up most of the crime. That ambassador no say they don't always ask La Republique to investigate their own crimes. Most of the crimes. That one for Kumba, where there's key student them, they begin for investigate. They don't come. Even the one that went for North, where they kill their own picking them for their own side, where army shoot them, they ask them seven and investigate them. Una don't get resolved for the people. Una don't yes people in their prison. La Republic we don't investigate some matter. It come back with some concrete result. There is nothing absolute. Not thief man. Most of these things them now all the crime the way the she say boys they commit for down. Now Tanji boys them when a La Republic group. Now John Guto na Celine Johnny own group. All of them just get their own group. Governor just get their group. All on and get moja they or they call them they get their own group where they support them. If they work commit own crime, all of the commit and crime go. All that way the act where the one they call moja on a way to they call it. If they work commit that Chris man with small banger. If they work commit them, not a terrorist act where they commit and that. Who don't ask about that act? They don't investigate it. So like they work in line for la public policy. So when that it get little effect. What did that man he talk, that ambassador talk, he get right for talk in mind. But for me, na only noise, na woman noise for night for your ear. So they talk anything important for me. That's why I feel talk. So you just shave your own head to get the stand for La Republic. For 6 years, war don't go on. Everybody don't talk. His own country says stand with we. If I want to, they stand with we. They stand with our situation. Sudan be passed through similar situation. If you want to talk, you don't know. South Sudan be passed through similar situation. If you go for Eritrea and Ethiopia, they be passed. Eritrea be passed through similar situation where Ethiopia be the one made to send back their own people too. Make it and bet, because so if we get all these stands, it don't what's happen. For wartime, not expect. La Republic on crime says pass the one way that they commit them among themselves. Pass the one way some sponsor, their sponsor agent them. Like they commit them for we. My end up so.
You talk, so you talk this thing about this Congress. So if I say me will refresh your mind for people, maybe people that really see them. Say this Congress thing will watch I talk so maybe people will fabricate them, me, you, and them for the platform. They don't talk them right for Congress. So una watch I will come back.
The issue on the Anglophone piece, I won't go into detail on that. I think the article plus the video this morning did a very good job of explaining the history of how it got to the point where we are today. In October of 2017, when it came kind of to a head, the Anglophone states said we want to actually form our own state, the Ambazonia state. There have been issues there with atrocities, issues with allegations of law of war issues, and this is something that brings all this to a head. Over the last several months or so, the State Department has put on hold several security force assistance programs. So right before the election in October, I, with the ambassador, went and paid a visit with President Villa, and we had a very direct conversation with him with regards to investigation of these atrocities, transparency of these atrocities, and appropriate battlefield behavior. Since that time, the State Department has made a decision not to allocate significant money, but at the same time, they've released some money that's been on hold to things like Scan Eagle and Cessna aircraft that assist in the Boko Haram fight in the north. We still have programs that we continue with them, all kind of small engagements as well as exercises. We did have, we talked about the state partnership program with Nebraska. We put that on hold, and in conjunction with the ambassador, AFRICOM, we decided not to pursue that because it wouldn't have been a good place for that particular group to be, so we put a halt to that. So the bottom line is right now in Cameroon, they have been a good partner with us counterterrorism-wise, but you can't neglect the fact that they have there are alleged atrocities and what's going on there. And so we continue to take our cues from the State Department and from the ambassador, and our level of engagement will continue, but not get out ahead of what the State Department would say is if we have to take other actions. We were very emphatic with President Villa that the behavior of his troops, the lack of transparency, could have a significant impact on our ability to work with them.
Great.
Okay, this one grammar where they don't talk. Before I want to give floor for me, you, Masayu, and watch I'm on analyze. Now grammar that I get things where the pick. Say for inside talk they so for inside the talk for the business for talk where they call them grammar say debate. You pick the point where correct for you first, and the point where you justify which way you talk. This man say waiting. Would he correspond with State Department and ambassador? We mean say waiting. Ambassador, like a field worker, like an envoy. Now, man, when he talk, a report be very important. Now, whether we all Ambazonian, they will be glad plenty when the former ambassador tell for me, I say you need to think your legacy, remind you for plenty things. Even Cameroon government vex so another Chris Betty man talk say he go run come and cadaver. Then the warning I want I'm saying you don't be threatening American for that kind of style. So this one all talk come and talk against it. The man talk to it. For this guy, when person talk like this, you know fit vex the kind of talk. He identify violence. He say he don't talk for Pobia say we not sure so what will you find because the conduct for your military. Now talk the way people supposed to talk now because that one a true talk. Now talk if you justify our image. Now maybe because when we would try, like I talked for Dr. Mungwa yesterday, would try for separate Mr. Man of one of the device. Would try for separate Cho Ayaba, auditing people the way they Atanganji boy them with the genuine restoration forces as much as we separate. But inside the thief for politics, we say where they call them say politics of cynicism. Then one put we all for wayo for put we me all then call we now one. Because if they be separate them, you know, I see some articles on they talk say a call we Ambazonian say no, the Ambazonians loyal to the Kosako and then the one for Norway man. They always so when I have a commit crime, now only time we want go for level for investigation, we say matter the one day we will start talking. No, this be this one that other man with that side be do. You see am. So talk with like this one we get to come out all we Amazonian. Trump for talk say this talk with the man be talk so. Now why you talk and about talk. Unovi Green say when I yet Dr. Ella talk earlier on. The man of your people talk some kind of any kind of talk. And where Cameroon they use that objective for talk that talk now because of school. When I talk now, we'll go back for this school matter. We'll conclude this matter with that school matter and then enter for the other to read it.
Yeah, Mayor Joss, you hear me now?
I hear you fine.
You go for no say it all insists about atrocities where La Republic military is the committer. And why that way they suspend them, they suspend military aid for them, and they also suspend them from AGOA. Cameroon government they be guilty for all things the way they commit them. Even the one from Gabu, they be denied, then they accept them. Now the reason why can't reach today, they know they want agree for allow independent investigators. Even human rights groups them where they go investigate things them. They go do them. Even in the days the way you will see me for we go report something. They catch you go put them for prison. All those things. The good thing for them I say this general it talk for it don't talk it mentioned to where they sanction La Republic for day. It never talk something where they sanction the interim government ARF for day. Because nothing not really day where it proof say we on government they do those atrocities. Otherwise they for already sanction them. And it talk for Senate. And the same Senate it still continue go ahead. No man no object. The Senate go ahead. It all draft 3 resolutions. Resolution 292, 358, and 684. It call and say both parties they must go to the root cause, go discuss the root cause. And that America it don't endorse the Swiss talks with Canada and the rest. Why if we say it will not be the big checks will be part of Cameroon people. Therefore talk say me Anglophones and they go discuss with me for be go discuss with Anglophones and all those people. So all these things the way we want just tell for explain for people. Say make you stand up for which way it belong to you. Me some people are not come with that kind of literature. They can make some people and they would fear and whatsoever. Because American Senate, even President of America take something. If the Senate will call for up can't talk say Nasu it will be. Even a federal judge, so Nasu it will be. How many times them when I don't see even Salah, they don't carry court cases, they carry ambassador and go for court them for a year. And they don't trash all those cases them outside. Why? Because evidence in all day. America says it be aware, say it don't already draft asylum papers, give asylum for thousands of southern Cameroonians because it know we story more than even we system we know. It know we story more than we system we know. So me some person not come for here begin to kind of explain say oh this one is so this one is so and whatsoever. American position it never even change for the position where it did. It's because self-determination now right, freedom of expression, freedom of movement, freedom of Second Amendment for defend yourself. Otherwise, you see why La Republic it use some enablers them. They can't talk say, oh, we will take war, will cross go for La Republic. Thief man of it enter your house, it thief for your house. You come on leave it for your house. Then you go again inside my own house. It means if you two you do be in a double fool. If thief man enter your house, you call you or you harm me for your house. It will be in a self-defense. But the moment where it don't come out, it enter for public road. If you touch it for day, you will go in for. So now the thing I will tell people, they say, may they stick with the local government area the way we be. We listen to the interim government. We judge all we matter and so, and then we get for understanding. We not get for associate ourselves with people. When I don't see like ADF, they can't give ransom. They give 10 million. Say they want Isubu head. They give 10 million. Say they want this man head. They give this one. Say they want this person head. They can't call say they don't go kill this person because he be do so. They don't go catch this one so he be do so. A Fantok say kill the prince for Kurugwe because he be the wrong. You know if you keep person where it run from you. When person they run away from you, it means they don't surrender. Especially when it never harm you. You know if you go kill it. And now whether way they see all of them, they can't use all they think the way it will go. They go sign treaty with Kanu them where they already declare them saying a secessionist group will not be secessionists. Will not be all this kind of thing them. So when we tell Ambazonian people, some crime than they where you see like a Chris and you can't talk say he go break prison break and all those things them. White man in no say those things them now war crimes and that. Now war crimes and that. So we people them now they go for focus for what we interim government they will defend, we protect our territory and all this kind of stuff. And me gonna stop for the talk say we must go unite with people where they already commit crimes. If you get 90 over 100, then the other 90 over 100 you will get A grade. Then the other person a get 1 over 100. You go unite with ye. Total will be now 91. They take 91 over 200. They divide by 2. And again now 45.5. When I will fail the exam now, that is the true way. When you see international people or who they can't say when I'm unite so that when I don't unite, when I go mix on X. For 1959 with Papa that we go for United Nations. When first time go for this,
my brother, more talk some of the unity. I think what child gets on TV ad for the which kind of
say for 1959 when we be one prepare for independence with Papa they go for United Nations. When front child they will call for up the talk like probably don't go buy on people them they will call talk the talk they begin to talk the sharp. When I be here I call them they don't go enter meeting they talk say if it happens, say it bad, they will infiltrate the Swiss stocks. They will join us for the Swiss stocks. When they will go there, they will open fight on top of the table. So that when they will fight on top table, why my talk say, you see, you guys are not ready. So we want to be careful. Thank you.
So you see, look, the unity, which kind of unity will never unite? QU is more child. Because look at which unity will never unite. We know Amber peace plan. So unity there for Ambazonia now we pass Amber peace plan. Tell me, my brother, go ahead.
See, I come for that one. There's one thing to have a catch up for general for the American Congress where he talk. He used the word appropriate battlefield behavior. Appropriate battlefield behavior. My people, no matter say they hold gun, it no mean say you no be disciplined. You be disciplined because inside battlefield it get rules and regulations. So Lord and they will give for full arm. You know mean say as you go inside battlefield, so you just do any kind of thing carelessly. No war they say you get it rules them. Because now war, no matter say it be ugly, but it still get a rules them. That's why that man he put them. So it talks say La Republic or Janga Republic, the army they not be disciplined. I think you and don't talk some point for this one. They not be disciplined because if they're not if you take Pekin, you put them inside oil, you roast them. You shoot baby matter. You see woman way there, you shoot them. You see ma patient, you kill them. You see ma Dorothy, you kill them. You see partita where you know the worker, you know get food them. You cut the food. You dig ground, you put it inside. Even if you kill Ambazonia, our Pekin them, you just gather them, you shoot them, kill them, then you take acid, you throw on top them. Then you take one and put it inside fire. You burn petrol. You see Tom Sawyer, you cut the neck. Take a knife, they cut the neck. Now the word that whether man they try for use and for tell you say, La Republic not get no behavior, no moral as he concerned that one. They be the worst human beings. They will walk past animal. Even animal dog where they train them, he get moral past that bees and where they La Republic. Now why that man he try for tell we say. You get for get behavior, you get for be disciplined like army. How many people want to run here for reason where they catch them? If not a boy where they go for GDR center, all in a part of them. Which Ambazonian fighters where they don't catch them, talk say they don't hold them, say a war criminal than this. Make them put handcuffs, take and go. No. Even they can't see the boy the way they not be armed. You know me say you see somebody you not be armed, you still kill the person. That one a crime against the law. That one a crime.
The one we really vex me, my brother, and that one for some story away. Now for the way they cut them so and a man when a cripple they caught them. So they show them for the purpose of the one do because the French type for that thing, I said they want intimidate we, intimidate. So I mean the war not continue, but they never know say they provoke not provoke people. Go ahead, my brother.
Actually, French don't always use this style where they go guillotine. They cut your head, they hang on for tree. Now either be use them for Basa people, and never use them for UPC in those days. Now they use them for Bamileke them. So this system, they don't always use them. For check say they can't use them for women who fear. No, we know the fear die. We die people already. How one fear coffin? Where are the sleep now inside coffin? So nothing not there. We know the fear coffin. Forget about that one when I fear coffin. I not get money now. When I get money, so now the fear die. Siam, La Republic don't persecute Red Cross. And nothing Red Cross again there for them because they give true report. They ask them for leave. Many humanitarian groups them where they be report about this war. La Republic don't ask them, may they leave. You don't send them out. So you understand, say these people they be justified. They give the right report. How well La Republic they do, how they commit crime. So now why that way they send them? Because if you not do as they do, they will send you away. So now the one that want make a more understand say why it be say La Republic is sent out these humanitarian groups them because they want me to act just as that journalist and they Yaoundé they act according to how they want them. For example, how many journalists where they come like president they give briefing every month? It can't stand when I get Dr. Sako, they can't stand every now and then. It give briefing, it give Sunday hall meetings, it give briefing, it give briefing where they pass. You don't see that their presidents on come out give briefing. No, so they get now their own system. Their own system, now yes, sir. Or you talk what they want or you out of the game. So I'll give you a floor so that will come for the next question.
Yes, see, my brother, you talk so talk. I like when you talk, when you and talk. When I make I would develop another fine talk then. You know, so you don't talk so until you don't just remember me, it bring it in my mind, it finds a make a talk me with people that yeah, we talk about this the last talk we talk about this their divide or their method that they use we don't want in fact they rely we they can't talk something for we then they go make a me they like say let me correcting or let me now we do them. The last two we talk I want me to repeat them again small so that I go feel cue in make a play this video it come you just talk so last thing now it be very important from that talk with that man talk repeat them again then simplify and expand them so that I will play this video go for people go hear which way you mean.
I try for make when I understand say La Republic they use this divide and rule policy. It use na game. It use a way the military that they do now which way they ask them. The journalists that they do now which way they ask them for good too. You know the report. Those one not be journalists. This one a pay service.
And that one for organization them. The organization them way.
The organization like human Red Cross. Yeah, Red Cross no still there La Republic. They be drive them. More when I go when I report go see them. They be give good report where that report
say le Doctors Sans Frontières, Doctors Without
Doctors Sans Frontières, they be drive them. You get another humanitarian groups. The groups and they plenty where they send them. Why they be send them away? Because their report be tarnishing. Because you know if come example man like
Amnesty International to detox a report say they don't try for do investigation Cameroon or angry.
Cameroon agree, for example, if you come for Manfe, you talk to me, all the citizens then come out, may they come out, or you drive everybody, then come out, run, go be immigrant for another country. They go be refugee for Nigeria. That one a law, that one in a crime against humanity. They get plenty law. This one where you catch fighters, say this one a fighter. They will
say that
show
thing,
it up.
that thing did not start long ago because even in the days of the UPC, them, I hear say, they want judge some people them, so they will go hire Jacques Chirac, former president for France. So he come for Cameroon, say he want can defend some people. He reach only for airport, Ayijo put it for plane back center for France. So since that day, he talk say Ayijo must go. So when we can't enter for chair two, it can't be. So that's so La Republic people and they do things them, and they tell you say who song the proof. And first of all, when the international community go foolishly tell La Republic, say me investigate the on crimes them, we get record. La Republic get more than 1,000 criminal cases them crimes them where they talk say they make investigation. That time where train be born for some key people, more than 200 and something people. That time we train a fall for Douala. That begin 9 the way they kill him for commissioner kill him for Douala for 2008. All those kind of them, even that time they kill him for SDF and all those people. They only talk say they don't put commission d'enquête. A commission of inquiry. Reason they always can be up, even including for people that embezzle money for business talk say who sont les preuves. So now why do you see and say they just been a lawless country, and today any person where a no commissioner, any person where a no procureur, a no who, if you commit any crime, it will come, so that it will come pass, it go everywhere. On a dit like that they talk complain about Amugu Bellingham them and all the rest and people the way they thief money go so but we're not going to build Amazonia for that kind of country.
No, there's one thing inside that system.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's one thing there inside that system where you forget for no. Even for Southern Cameroon where they bring this nonsense, when your papa na commissioner, you the Pekin they start calling you say commissaire. If your papa na director for any company, they call you a director. So it shows say you inherit your papa a position. That's why you see even the Pekin that they use knife for took even their teacher, took their friend for school because they don't already answer that name say they be supreme. Your papa na judge, so they be judge. So the thing they don't plant them inside their children, their system, where the Pekin that they grow, they be vagabond from small, they come up. So the changes nothing take place inside our society. Then you see now why that way we get own people the way they your own the way when I call and say elite or elite, where they don't pick this very full step. They can never change. The steps where them pick them, that one I call and say we go banish them, not banish them. Thank you.
You see, my brother, the talk where I want really bring this talk now because we don't get intelligence. You know, so here they for ground with the year things. Last year, La République drive Médecins Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Border, for inside their country. The driver. Before last year, the Médecins Sans Frontières complained very seriously, say they send them, made them do things, and when maybe the part of their ethics or work. That means maybe their fashion, maybe their country style. So they no one do them. Now intelligence comes so you don't succeed because Cameroon get La République du Cameroon get 2 stars. It come for you with intimidation and with bribe. So it shows say they don't any mixing way that they come for can't get for when I was on place them when I not take them because they don't corrupt some of the officials. And for people who watching now Facebook and YouTube, when I share them far, make it go very far. When I share them, when I share them. Because the information we get so now only we talk about. The other channel when La République is spoiled and we talk. The other one way na they picking for the like man for Germany get them. He own have can't lie. It only lie, no get he go talk so thing. You know the way T picking you ever see T picking for quarter way. He talk so thing. He hide why you want to talk is that cry so we no get no evidence. That's that one day. I remember when I'm this small, you know that kind of people where they so way. Man, they can't catch you so you don't see super pot. Oh, if you hands with this nice say, you know, put your hand for pot for thief meat. So now that kind of beginning, if you know how they will grow it. So when I've shared, anybody watch now, you like an individual watch now, make sure so you share them for like 50 group, only like 50 group of Facebook. Share them. Anytime you share them for one group, you get chance for like 5 or 10 people to watch them. So when I do justice, share and find because we go down about another level for the talk. So Médecins Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Borders. The one that they did now when they come, when I put down a small glass and look in the distance because they want an agents. And yes, some of them don't come with 2 objectives. Number 1, for can't enter for inside the place them, locate play with restoration forces and then give the intelligence. Make Cameroon come. So Buba they use all methods. Even these Doctors Without Borders now. And yes, even poison where people poison on plenty now. Another one that didn't like where they say color don't change. My brother them, my sister them. Una sabi long story. Can reach today, even people where they do science, then they still understand Cameroon own interpretation of science. Cameroon they talk saying a geologic thief. But where science nobody justify, you get scientists the way they don't give report them. Cameroon bribe with plenty money. So we will prepare better report for that one. We still do investigation with the story so that Me will come now with facts. Like how I see some person just talking about Facebook. We not only come for educable people. We come now for talk when a better talk. Because the channel they so they watch about your own presidency. They watch the channel for embassy for America. We sabi. So we not educate their diplomat. And then we talk when we want me to register them because they call we will stand for justify the talk. Now so I want to play some video where watch I be highlight them about this Pobia matter. When I hear for Pobia more because on time if I'm going to bring it in, some of you don't surely watch them before. Muna hear them again fine. When you hear them, then you sabi say this so the matter never is smart.
History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters of West Cameroon. History has not forgotten that Buea was the capital of southern Cameroon. And history has not forgotten that Buea was once the capital of German Cameroon. That is why I say that Buea is a historic town. I am proud, very proud to be in Buea, proud to walk on the same soil like our heroes.
They party drink a fofo. I want move last small. You know that part of the video they drink a fofo. The party level for drink a fofo. No easy. I should say it takes more fofo that morning time because you see even the way it talk, it say don't take more fofo. Never me I talk. He say history. He called the word history like 20 times for 2 minutes. History. History mean that in a fact. He called West Cameroon. He called South. He identified the different entities. I really wish have he asked this part, he no understand anyway because I not say it done the lost sense already. But for ask he say, if you explain for we the procedure way it make these people come up from the different places where you call them. How they would you come up from that different procedure then? Can they for play with it now? Now the question I have real life ask this papa. My brother, when I don't hear the video, when I begin to
Are you and go ahead.
history
For answer which way Pobia the talk for the we get for come for which way they talk for because all that we talk for them nothing in the past. For answer that question in the right way, we get for use which way they talk for the present for answer the question. According to Pobia and La République, they talk say Cameroon be one and indivisible and say Cameroon are a sovereign state. A sovereign state now a country where it get boundaries with population, and if he exercise sovereignty for go into alliance and any international matters with the other people there. And a country to be sovereign, the day where it get the independence. So the sovereign state of La République du Cameroon, now the country where it be get the independence on the 1st of January 1960. Now, I know say before 1st January 1960, Ayijo it be work at the preach because they be the undermine them for the north. It work at the preach say Cameroon is one and indivisible. It be preach about the tribes of the south, the east, and the north. Say they get for be together. So Cameroon get the independence 1st of January 1960, and they are meeting for United Nations and either sign the African Union Constitutive Act Article 4B, where it talks they get for maintain their boundaries as they achieve them on the day of independence. Now, when you go for time where you can talk say the the headquarters of West Cameroon. West Cameroon then wait to be happen for the West Cameroon. Wait to be happen for the West Cameroon. That is why we talk say the 1972 plebiscite where they be a referendum it be a fraud. If he talk say be the capital, be the because he talk say be the headquarter headquarters for West Cameroon. Then it go for Southern Cameroon. It talks it will be the capital of Southern Cameroon. Southern Cameroon will be now, according to ye, it be a state with a government with its own boundaries, and where the first state where it make democratic elections where opposition it can win the exchange they go so. But the Cameroon people, they want try. I want to ask and say what did be happen for it, because they be talk say they want form a federation of two states of equal status, and according to La Republic, that Cameroon constitution, where they go make Article 47, where even Article 47, we talk say the form of the state it will change, say that it's federation of two states of equal status, but La Republic people and they can go change them and all those kind of stuff, change even the flag. Now the question now where you see there, it can go back. It use some small corner for Toxi Boya was once the capital of German Cameroon. Now in one try for yes. In one try for Toxi, all of us together will be being a one under German Cameroon. There was no country that exists like Cameroon under no country that exists under German Cameroon. It was a German protectorate, a colony, and we're not part of it. It there for Chad, part it there for Nigeria, part there for Congo. Yes.
I would like for interfere for this because that argument correct, but if you use and trap with it also protectorate, you realize and say a people at any given time, either under League of Nations or United Nations, when we get a territory, we be a people. Because what to be nation? Nation, now from Greek word, where it means say a people. So there was a people under German Cameroon. Inside that one, you go stretch towards Big Batanga, you enter inside Congo, you get people where they're in Congo now. You get people for Bita, for Gabon, where they be a people. You get the one of northern Nigeria, where they don't go away, be part of southern Cameroon. You get the one for Equatorial Guinea. All they will be a people. The map is a big so. But we're talking about this evolution. There was a process.
There may be a people, but they not be get sovereignty by then. They not be get territorial.
If you agree you, so they never get sovereignty. But there will be a people, because the basis for Ambazonia argument we will be a people where would you wait me to ratify with independence? Because we come out of Germany, enter under British as a trusteeship territory. Them now will become a people with a government when we boycott Enugu House. They vote with independence for April 21st, 1961. Now, they will independence one kind day where they get to give we as a people, because I've been trying to narrate the story for link up a place where we don't evolve as a people, can reach where will be recolonized as a people. So what will be the difference between the German people where probably are referring today and the people where become French Cameroon and the people now become British Southern Cameroons? There was a process, we've been a legal process. Me, Mr. Bia, explains for we the process is the way it lead, where ye now can carry for which jurisdiction, under what laws, what clauses, we make and where we all of a sudden cannot be na La République du Cameroon. So I try to agree with you, but I want to enforce some people get them fine. So that when I legal if I talk about legal way, how it come out say we a people, either you call it trusteeship or whatever, but we be being through a process we won't get for some. How we do happen? Say we today, you don't want force sample call we say we there for your Cameroon and will be one and indivisible. Now question that way, now throw one way, probably more answer them. Thank you. If you continue.
Yeah. So what do I explain for you and I say, first of all, Africa all together now a people. And at one point, Africa be defined itself like under empires like Western Sudan, Sokoto empires, and all those things. But I say from 1884, when the Rocan divide the map for Africa, now they get like colonism, and to those colonism, they begin the camp where they wake up for the camp or for the revindicate independence. But the issue now I say we don't pass through legal processes where we not require those articles and for here now. The first one I see After they defeat the Germans, they divide us into two, and they hand us to the British and the French, and with the sole objective,
a legal process.
Yes, a legal process, and through the sole objective, not for prepare us for self-governance, because we be in a category B, trust territory, overseas territory, colonial territory whatsoever. So me they train us for self-governance. So the first thing we get for B for them, I see, after like 1933 Montevideo Declaration, where they talk say a country or a state now a people where they get boundaries, a specific population with a government, and if we exercise sovereignty, where those things that will get them, and where we start now to exercise that sovereignty from 1953, you can go reach for 1960 or 61. So though we not be get access the foreign policy and other one that be been under the British. So wait to wait a day now I see now if for be them they will call they can't talk say this so will be a people, because the first thing I see the error come for the international community, the United Nations. They plebiscite itself of 1st April 21st April 1961. It will be a fraud, because they themselves inside their legal instruments they be not talking me they prepare us for self-governance, autonomy. Why they not be give a plebiscite for La Republic? Why they not be give for the other territories? They can't choose for give a plebiscite and only for we. Now because they don't already know what they want can do them. And where some people don't advance and say, now because we be totally against colonialism, because they be know say they want to can't practice neo-colonialism, we will be against colonialism, we attach ourselves with the Kwame Nkrumah Ghana where we be a pro-communist. So the British and the French, they say they not want for see a communist state where it will be between us and them. That is the reason where you will see say when we be the maybe own government 1953 to 1961, the UPC people and Makiza them when La Republic it be follow them, they run can enter for with territory. While La Republic no be run cross for come for bandit for can catch them. Now because they no be good for trespass international boundary where be there they will be a different country by then. So now they get for sure.
So you see, and now so you don't learn for the top of the place, because the thing that so my country people are so now they listen. They talk they so na legacy. Like how would they for village for my country when they call talks on talk na legacy where it means when talk done bad they call them for country talk say lack pale. You go for traditional council. That means na thing way na case matter of case now when it get for do with the injunction them law for the land. You and non talk so they land. Why La République du Cameroun tawe makiza them? They will want ki umyobe them all the two people they run the calm down. Today some of them want start say they want to do their business over men that work for goes down there. Terrible thing. That one I talk for future. But there no be terrible palava, they want to do their business for Bamenda for country solely. But now you see say Cameroon no be crossed either the fight war because France be key people. One of these days I will find that video where na French woman says talk for hundreds of thousands of people where they be behead them, slaughter them, kill them just because say they never want true nationalists. True nationalists are people where they want full independence. We always remind people say French Cameroon they will not really be independent. Because France be tell the whole heart. So you go either choose for get your independence for within Francophonie or within French, they call and say within France. So they never really give them independence. Now, I Joe support for tell we when for the problem we will fight war today. How it happened? Say for 1961, how it could pass for backside. Bring his gendarme them, can overpower the mobile police for Fonja. Now invasion that it be against international law. Now the same, it comes so they come now, then today we will not game we no mobile police again. Because if we do so now, then he appoint audacity. He can't appoint, so they appoint own president. Will be that time they become a prime minister for Jungle Fortune. He make me vice president. How is that? Then after that, he just change me as he defining. Then we Foncha, I want open small, just kick it to him people one side one time. Terrible thing. So now the basis of this talk that way, when I see we play this for be a video. So that people understand. When you see tongue to the now where they will run them for war, they come, will take them, give them some place they stay. They want now to go come out, they do their thing and will continue.
Mr. Director.
Right.
Mr. Director, you don't talk something for they say Bamileke people and they can't do business for land for country Sunday them. They're not the only end for day. They don't talk francophone and don't talk when they be declare war, they be talk for villages about man face me they come out. Now why that way you see plenty refugees from Nigeria and man people they say me they come out run. So for them they don't can't talk now say they talk say allez chez vous, they say within a Biafra them. Say we go come out leave their land. So the reason why we bring this talk now say Pobia we go for France, he go talk for Ibrahim Moore. He talk say during the First World War they be divide a country. There was no thing like Cameroon, a country by then. No country be even in Africa, except where we already get independence by then, where they be talk, except maybe Abyssinia where they not be colonized and all the rest. So in Africa go to use all those kind of things the way they can't use them. Okay, now if themselves they get those arguments, talk saying that they will be a country by then and all those things them. Me they come for Swiss talk with those legal papers and those legal instruments they can't put them for table. Me they can't put them for table with them. Yes.
Yeah, watch I talk something before I go for this other video for this man where we talk for
okay, go ahead.
I don't want worry. Watch I talk some talk for this.
Yeah, for this case, everybody understands we help that Bamileke, they will help them. We help that the problem this will get them because most of the way they seize we land. That land where they seize are now free of charge, and today we don't lost more land. I tell you, say after the Catholic Church, people where they seize we land, now the Bamileke, the way they seize we land. Because when you be give them land on those days where they take them, you want to ask them, they cross the boundary. Where you want to ask them, they tell you, say, no, na noose for Cotignash. So now, collapse, those collapse and those where they get that sharp edge. So when they declare, you want to ask them, say, why you jump this place? It is a nose for collapse, jump that place, no be ye. That's why when you see we happen, forget all that distance. Our people don't lost. But that war where we there for Bakosi land be happen now because why? It happen now because this one Bamileke they enter, they take all land. What acts they send and use for collage. So most land them for inside Northwest. Now this people don't own them. These very people you see that they march yesterday for street. They tell you said their business, then they lock. Now the people where you don't give them safe haven, you don't protect them, then now they don't turn now can one be master inside your own house. Now they be master because all the business, even inside water for Moyoka. Now they control water. Water for Moyoka now how much will it cost? That Tangi for Moyoka is there. It passed the one way they go sell for Douala or go sell for Yaoundé. See punishment where people that they give we. They can't harvest water for your land. Then they sell them for you more expensive than they sell them for Yaoundé. The distance where they cross the water for good. So I just want to give an example. Say for those people where they still stand the talk say will be one. These people don't know you say we're one. They consider you a slave and they understand so you know if you rise above your master inside house. Now the point that what one thing when I draw and I go for understand so certain point for this point. If we talk all this thing go now only for more now understand the steps the way we don't take them and the steps the way we keep on going back. You want to understand you get any road. When I talk so now one Cameroon, you get road, you not get road except for go your house. You not get road, you come out say one go Yaoundé, come out for Milan, say one go Yaoundé, will say Bamenda, one go Yaoundé. Now how many days should you make for road? You do transport cops. Today, employment don't be in a bench secure, in a motorbike. Before you be get that motorbike there for road, you be get employment, you be get a factory the way they be there, we'll get agency the day. Today, you want transport die body, you just say die body, now motorbike where you put diamond for back. For transport die body, for come out for town, for go with the kum, for come out for go Cambe, and all that people then get elite when they Yaoundé. I tell you, say, some Gambe they catch this will early them. Some Gambe they catch we. As I want to shine when I more come up this dirty.
Watch I wait where you talk for day. You talk. Watch I talk very well for day because maybe you look for this land grabbing where they talk. The other day I read some post from Mbelamuki. They can't talk how way they can't grab their land and so. When are them elites them? They go the work away Yaoundé people for can they sell land and what did they do? They go create fake chiefs and they go bring fake chiefs and you can bring some person talk saying that chief for this place. where we know how we bring with chiefs, and chiefs they be being a hereditary. Now even the people that now they don't come, they can't appoint their own chiefs, they take land, they jam for them. Now they make and the chief now take the land, he sell and give their own portion, and now only they make land title.
This Palava with chief, this sometimes will create na time for just talk all about the chief matter. I don't discover someone for Boya and I said they work I think na boy they get swag for inside Boya. Just put you chief next time do swag for you, then they do your picture and they snap and put on Facebook every day. Because all the inside Boya Munya chief they don't just evolve way. You need to understand. We 1 year Boya comes in on chief. You hear Mutekede Mutekede or how they call that name against him. You really see I'm say the one so na chief who caliber come for the family. That's also kind of boy that just woke up any man say chief for Isaboya.
Yes.
But people accept their own to don't grace. That means as you don't be CPDM candidate.
Now the thing that we talk will be the fight for chiefs there, because when the British they will use now indirect role. You see for example, I don't know where I get that video for the way it going to chief when a woman it go block road. But we on chiefs and they way color be like they talk say when I get for carry signboard begin to work out for road to march when I get for do so. When I get for do so. Whereas it going to chief when a woman it can't draw line talk for divisional officer where get gendarme and say you know go cross for here. And until they pay their money and they pay their money.
For the talk we don't talk now. Mo just finish the talk one time. We see and the color on inside when I see flap the way they can give for.
Let us rather ask the real question. What have we done with our independence? Of the independence and the reunification of Cameroon at the May 20 Boulevard, the head of state granted 7 audiences to 7 very important personalities. The president of the 64th session of the United Nations General Assembly, Ali Treki, is also received by the head of state. The warmth of the relations reveals the friendly ties between both personalities. The last time they met was in September 2009. Today, they are meeting again. President Poble has been handed 2 Cameroonian maps with clearly defined and traced boundaries of Cameroon. The personalities received by President Paul Biya today have one thing in common. They were active participants at the 50th anniversary celebrations of the independence and reunification of Cameroon. Jean-Victor Nkolo, the spokesperson of the President of the 64th General Assembly of the United Nations Organization, has also been received by the head of state. Yesterday, his boss was received by the President of the Republic, during which audience President Ali Treki presented to President Paul Biya 2 unique maps of Cameroon dating from 1949, preserved in the cartographic archives of the United Nations in New York. Jean-Vincent Nkolo is a Cameroonian, and he came to pay a courtesy visit to the head of state, his own president.
Okay, never me I talk about. Now for that other seller where they call his name is George Ewane. Now he mock talker. It talk the grammar. It say 2 distinct maps with clear-cut international boundaries. Means say boundary where they recognize them and where they fit defend them for international law. But time when the boundary them be neutralized for form they are one and indivisible Cameroon a question way 1 minute can't join for Switzerland Motoka. And they word another word where it get controversy for people where they still go school. Where any man will use them, either the man not do the proper research or the man they just be corrupt. Now this one for reunification. You and when I hear the way you and talk about it, not just talking for your mind, it talking a fact. We would reunite, so we never be in our country reunite. So are we reuniting to go back to more consider to reunite? That means say we go back for be a protectorate. Because time when this construct be there, why you choose to reunite now the Southern Cameroons? You know you reunite big time. Equatorial Guinea, the other side of Congo, and the other side, why you reunite all over this side? What procedure led to this reunification? if we even want to consider what we would call as a failed union, we would talk say now it's on union where will be I like the way Pam Molanjo call it. He say na njumba palava, na marriage with intention be day. That means say boy don't see girlfriend, then two they don't share the interest. Say okay, they like what they together, they start come we stay. Picking they don't even born picking. Things they don't the way they don't do together. Because when you really see Southern Cameroon Bank or Cameroon Bank, they give loan for Bamileke people, it means that they we never the game, let's say the game for foreigner, means that there be this intent. But what happened with the Treaty of Union, not exist for inside the marriage house with the UN General Assembly, not it exists. What happened? How it happened? Now why that would fight? When I talk. Now you want to take. Now you want to take.
Me lance first. Which way did I say? If you look the date where they put on for that thing, they talk say the 50th anniversary, and the contradiction I say 50th anniversary of independence of La Republique, where it get up on 1960. 2010, now 50 years we get the independence, where they celebrate the 50th anniversary. We begin meet other now for 1961. So that's what they go do for they it not concern us. Because if it be concern us, they for celebrate and for 1961. Because at that time we go join, we go meet up with them. Now, when they can't talk for it, because they map where La Republique get them for 1st of January 1960. I believe they made them for United Nations on the 30th of, on the 20th of September 1960. That map is still remain there. And why that way they bring two maps them? Because no treaty, union treaty a day. Now why that way be? So, if you go unite with some person, for example, if you go marry with some person, you talk now say you want to celebrate on a 50th anniversary for marriage. Now when I don't marry for 50 years. Nobody now say you go to celebrate a day when you want to be there. You want to be there for 1960. We were not part of them. Now when they can't talk say reunification, we reunify say we'll be there now how? We were never one. If instead talking I say unification, when we see in the days of Otto von
There's
Bismarck,
some grounds of it if they will start talking say unification, if it even makes us more sense.
Yes, in the days of Otto von Bismarck, if they do what they call and say German unification, it unified Germany all together. And then during the Cold War, Germany now is split into two. And then during the collapse of the Berlin Wall, now they come to German reunification because they were united. Now something divided them, they have to reunite. So now so it be. Okay, now if they talk say La Republique, if they talk say we'll go meet up for form a federation of two states of equal status and joining together. Joining, they will talk say we'll define the terms of joining. They'll be absent and not counted for the terms of joining. And the terms of joining, it not be even talk say when they join, then they lost their own identity. They try for assimilate us. They try for do whatsoever. So technically, even legally, if they use that word say the 50th anniversary, it not concern us because we have not been with La Republique in 2010. We'll not be with La Republique for 50 years. We'll be sitting there now 49 years with them. We'll be there 49 years. So if they want to include us for there for celebrate and for 1961, 2011, so they be now for it be 50 years. It be 50 years. So that is the logic where they try to bring up for here. But I say some of we own enablers them. They don't take this thing and don't brush and for up and all those kind of
you know say Ochiba, this thing be this way. Some of we be just like that. All we, even you we go to our university, we get sometimes they will just like that say a couple of bilingual country. Time they will just want to go back for village, we go the daytime go talk to small friend, and say, hey, one just come on your own decision camp. See, this one are really crime they don't commit for we. Let me say they make them you not feel proud, Sefo. You want come back for holiday for Bamenda if I may talk some more French. Wonderful zone French as on dirty as you don't travel the women countries. So French
issue I said director now French culture that if you see French man Douala man Egondo people, they talk say before you want to say you don't succeed, you must not go for Paris, you must not go for France, you go work out for day, you go straight for France, and you go do all those things. And a bit disappointing, say, if you see person like a French president, a Russian president, even Iranian president, all of them, they speak English. But when they like on top table for debate or for United Nations, they talk Nadia talk. But you will see we all brothers them. Even this we all barrister them. They go like for my media prime, they start for talk French, where they don't even know how to conjugate the term. What they talk say mon femme et ceci, c'est là. They don't even know them where to be in the French. Only because they want les party as sang at them. You go for good talk for your own French, for project your own cultural identity. Oui, now what I can't tell you say parler en français. Il faut parler en français. Je n'écoute pas l'anglais. Le Cameroun est bilingue. C'est pas les gens qui sont bilingues. You go for them now. You fall for them. You can talk say you want to make yourself. You go for up. You will see Mola Lisenge where it is for England. That time they go make national dialogue. He go the beg Joseph wanna see if teach you. Maybe we come up for that their side. They be now one. They be so. Check say they will compensate you with something. Nothing that so. You get for be. You get for be proud for your own identity. Proud for who you be. They call you say black man, you be black man. Don't begin to talk say why they call me say black man. You get for be proud of what way you be for you be. So me with people and they stop when you reach for francophone in front or for Spanish or whosoever, express yourself for your own language. Now your own obligation for listen for you for talk for hear what you want them. If you know and hear that one, be a problem. Even I say you want force yourself for talking in your own language.
Watch out. The matter des things for this parler français des on as a worry. I don't lie you.
Oh, yeah.
Because now crime way it pass all crime safe. Go ahead.
I will start from this side where we come say if you bring two nations. As I said, that from a unitary setting, what they be do with the federation where they be first get them. We come in, if you even talk federation, what you be do the federation where the one form na say Cameroon na one as they always claim. And if they become like two states, then where they come together, not if it been a confederation. Confederation, as I explained, saying that two states where they come, they get equal status, where they talk so equal status. They're not going to be again now one country. They will be in a two different countries where they come for one. They will do their own thing, although they will share some common things. They don't even share parliament. They will share some common things. How way they go. Every country will still get their own president, get their own way they govern. It means they will still the boya. Boya parliament go still the function. But what people do and I say they take their own army or janam. It can hijack way for own side can go. That one be na already coup d'etat. Way be they be plan that one a plant them can't take away by surprise. So you see for this one for French now very crime because it don't make many of us not get the correct education what we get for doing because they force you kidnap picking them, they teach them language where they must learn them, where they don't grow up, they don't learn that language. So you kidnap them, force them, say, make them know. This one is not there for the right statute. That one abuse of human right. The abuse of student right, as I put them. Because at one stage you impose, say them must do this one. So they we get other brothers that they not be learn this French. It be hard past them. They be only find alternatives in our wrong Nigeria. If they the one way they are on the day, they become be drop out. They don't be get where for go. If you frustrate plenty people, this idea for French, if you frustrate plenty people, then because you don't know which one way you write up. Sometimes say you get some teacher where you come, you know, the degree enter class because that teacher don't be there. They start talk that French. You just remain for outside. It doesn't knock your skin. You see who's I go. After the thing come, you get a zero. I get some from this French teacher. I be in those days for Victoria. But they Catholic school. So one of these French teacher become the if they teach we French with this small. I think like class 3, like that, primary 3. So the French madam they teach we French all time. They teach we that bonjour. Bonjour Ateba. that one of the things that I remember on those days when they teach them bonjour Ateba, tupa o. So this would be they teach me that French. Most of the time we come, would prepare a classes as they enter because they will lift up. They will not order some big boys away. They will lift us, lay them seriously. If we not talk that bonjour Ateba, tupa o. So they start to realize us right from small.
You know the thing for French this or not, my brother. It take me for bring me for some close to some part for top where it don't be a debate. You see, Kemi Ashu the other day he proposed for a war. Say any man way is sabi talk French, make it join so that it go help we make we take with message, talk for Francophone them of La République, people for French Cameroon. So that make they understand some things and some context. It bring a debate. You see diverse opinion. And with me, I share with all the different opinion points, especially those where they feel bruised. Dr. Mungwa, when I secretary for communication for the interim government, he thinks we're not supposed to waste our own resources for talk for French talk. You get some Ambazonians where they talk say we need critical thinking to see if we really, because of the vex, we no one put that talk for front, make it carry and go ahead. You get the one the way they support say no, nothing like French for TV. I know but Ambazonians the way they say nothing like French. And then me are there for that section for Ambazonians and we I believe say we're not supposed to talk among ourselves all the time. And even if it entails with resources, we need to reach out, extend with tentacles to talk. I'll give example for people who watch now. The one example where I want to give is France 24, France 24. Now a French government sponsored channel, but when they get a 24-hour English news branch. But when France want to francophonize the whole world self. But it get to some point where it want bring the French philosophy, inculcate them inside people their mind. It choose to talk on a language. When you see Al Jazeera for 50 days for Arab, but how many people will listen Arab to talk? You go this other one they call an Activism for Egypt. It's been a typical Arab channel, but right now they don't integrate French and English and Espanol. You get to inside the Americas. Business people, when they want to project their businesses, in spite of the boundaries where they exist between people and languages, that man, because if you don't speak Spanish, sometimes you enter a restaurant, you know if you even chop, or you know if you communicate on levels with different. So now my own side of what I take up. Maybe you watch I then have decide say you know one or nothing. But when I want to talk some more about that thing before we go for the last part for this talk next cover.
Yeah, may I talk something for there. For public speaking, the first thing where they do for public speaking, 101 where you do for the first thing I say, you consider the audience. Because you're not going for the talk for yourself. If you go for some classes them, they recruit some teachers them, where they talk for sign language, for the explain things them for Mumu. Malemi, I know if you talk resolution 1608 for Mumu, I know if I know that sign language. Critical aspect them they, where we feel write them, they translate them for French about with history, especially the legal points and evolution for they. And where they feel put them, even some person, they can't talk. You take for example, like this argument where we don't talk. Because Cameroon, they don't talk, say, no, Cameroon be one. They can't divide them. And then French Cameroon get independence, then Southern Cameroon, you can't join with them. That's all. Now, so they talk. They not even mention which way the League of Nations and the trusteeship they be talk. They not be mentioned, say they be talk, say me they make we for self governance. They not be mentioned, say we go for go meet up the government of Southern Cameroon and French Cameroon and a ministry authority for Britain. They go meet up, they finalize the terms of a meeting for joining. They not mention the African Union Constitutive Act Article 4B. They not mention say they plebiscite it be wrong. They not mention say Article 47 for the Constitution it be they not be get for change them. So certain things and they where you go see even like Julius go where they write something like for French. You know they talking all this name. Even we get Professor Abwa them and all the rest them, but they not they talk. I know say if you see people like Professor Fanso them and then where they fit talk so, but because of insecurity they don't fit talk. I know say people like Paul Quid them now people they all go join CPDM or that side the so some kind particular part of the story then they where now the reason where you need a translator when you go for some place you need a translator where it will translate which way you fit talk. You know if you go for some place you talk like for Arabic. Me I know they hear me Arabic some man can talk Arabic for my face. The whole day I not gonna hear me wait they even talk. What they even talk now say wait. So they go for text some person where it will they talk Arabic, it translate which way are they try for talk. So that mean the other person too he understand them. Because the legal instruments we will get them. La Republic people they not get those things available for their schools and for their libraries and all those things them. And when I think the way we get for use them. All those United Nations resolutions and all those kind of things them so we get for put them out there in French. So that mean the year, if possible, they put them even for Bororo talk. If possible, some man put them for Bamileke talk. If possible, some man put them for different kind of person you on talk other kind of them. So that mean the not can they tell we say, hey, my friend, no, some of the friends will be brothers, will be this, will be this. No, we be brothers, but we do not to the detriment of the other person. You know, being I say since we have been a twins. One twins now again for suck all blood for the other one, me the other one then die. Then that one is survive. It doesn't work like that. So abuse is support. So me they find somebody where we feel right like with article, it they can translate them for French, or if you make some short video or some kind of so on which way we stand for, he put them for French. Put them for French. Take for example. Francophone don't know say something they exist like Swiss talks. They only talk their own and say, oh, they be divided, they do so, they don't do national dialogue, they don't do so, they don't do so. So they know they understand what
they always like for talking their dirty talk. Vous voulez séparer le pays.
Vous voulez séparer le pays. And where they don't understand how we they don't understand we know they separate now them we don't even separate. Now probably they separate now they say sit. Godin Dinka don't talk and all those kind of things. So my problem for you I say we will take in this instance, if you bring Mumu for here, we can't talk for here. Mumu not hear something. You see, even for South Africa and some different developed countries, journalists they talk, they carry some man put them for corner. They make sign language and so. They make that sign language and so. So that man way it been a Mumu, they know which way the person they talk. So we also need them for know our own story.
When we say even Christian when a Mumu. Because now when I talk of social media, say Christian Namumu, when me say even Couper'S, we get that for that last place for Couper'S debacle. You want to talk for the watcher?
Yeah. I think I will still buy that more say we did that for revolution. For revolution, you need for sensitize the people. You need for open up for make the people make a new thing. For this moment, I understand Ambazonians there was say they don't be dominated, they don't be marginalized, they don't put the inside mud. They use the French language. The French language, na colonial language, where it means say they bury them down, it make them be inferior. So that kind of language, 1 year. I know say they don't tire, but therefore the stage where we want to create some small impact inside our enemy then come. The only way if we get them to now for talk French and make the people understand, because people still they believe say Eric Tactor now leader them for this revolution, Tapa Ivor now leader them for this revolution. So how we want make the men know? We get for make them know say we get interim government where they run. We get government, Ambazonian government where they run everything. We get Dr. Sako Naibi, the one president there for Ambazonia, and 98% na they own Ambazonia where they support ABC. Now the main channel is so now things will get for done. We use every means, not be our opinion. Our opinion will always come after, but for this point will they now for open them up for the world. Now for sell will add to for sell which we want them. So every means where every channel will for use and for send out our message. It be supported because some of these guys now only few they know say Swiss talk they as comrade the talk. So now only few they know, and a few they understand where to will point. Some one they not still understand where to they. So one they on talk. And yes, one them they say they live na inside shoe. So one they say they live na inside box because their idea for 4 years ago. Because I talk say even Emmanuel Macron they say they live na inside box because if you still they come for this stage where they can't talk about decentralization. Therefore, you are not found in this world. You are living inside a shoe, as I can put it. So now some point where if we come up with the language now for get a broader audience. We then for this business, open it up for the people that for understand will cry, for the people that understand will play. So that one way they therefore we don't can set it for we say inside Ambazonia. They will understand what we talk for them. Because we will not really talk, they need to understand. Because when they don't come inside, can't set it for we, then inside one more talk French for them. No, but when we talk that language for them for open them, you know me say this language, that their language will be used for Ambazonia. It will be used inside Ambazonia for some time. But if you use inside media, because media too, they get broad audience in a business. Thank you. I'll end up for this.
Yeah, like two message from Yaoundé. You know, so I put my number over here where I see I'm ABC number for here. Ma just finish me to come.
Okay.
I don't get message from Yaoundé for francophone them where they write. Talk say they like which way they see them. But I said they need understand fine. You get the one where they write saying about French talk say their army go pick ball run, where especially will report them. So you see, I say, we like a peace-loving people, we not ever hear so restoration forces. They target francophones in Amazonia, even down to the way they want to despise who country Sunday. Even there is sinich we right for inside Amazonia, we don't do anything for them. We need to just educate them. When some of them will educate them, they're not going to be snitch. You see, like this with brother Michel Biemtong. I call it now brother Michel Biemtong because I did for Yaoundé way. I did write article, therefore advocate me them release Michel Biemtong when they don't catch it, go put them set. Michel Biemtong that time dry so. I should on Sunday and listen with history when Michel Biemtong decode them for the Bulu Beti community. Ashamed. I thought I get to go back and read the history. Because it talk the history. So okay, I contact him and ask, he said, you sure see your parent, one of your parents, maybe Ambazonian, then you don't just claim the thing so. Now for the way Michel Biemtong tell me, say, play this so, it be Basa, now one of the parents say be Bulu. He no get it, no nothing. I say, he learn with history. Look at Patrick's in Ghana. I know say he get his own political inclination, which some of we don't agree on. But look the way he don't communicate with history for their public. When you see dishonest people like Kamto, they know the history, no one green. They don't go win, they don't go lost case of Banjo. They still no one can green the truth. You need to communicate to their public for avoid a xenophobic tendency where a population no go understand something and they will turn the fight now between civilians of both nations. You see, Dr. Sakobi encouraged me to translate speech of French, maybe because he want to be president of French Cameroon. It take a lot to translate them. Michel Biemtong way he interpret those speeches. They take nights. You know, say Dr. Sakobi English before dirty English or quarter. Maybe when they talk speech for the globe for the world, maybe I was, you know, now grammar. So for translate them, let me put them. Why would you go through this pain? Now because when you want to hear that talk, they sabi say no, they want to begin to be anglophone, not be anglophone them. Because now better talk with one talk, so I mean Macron not talk saying me hear something for them. So this thing for reach out, we not feel limit with self when it comes to spreading with tentacles. I'm not talking spread legs. Maybe go ahead, you.
No, I want to just develop some. I want to add something for what I talk for. They will be very, very good. Where if they use and talk for French, it will fine. You know, say francophone them, they don't believe that say we get our groups them. So man need for really take time for explain. Say we get a government, the APP plan, because the way we APP plan it be structured, francophone are not get and so. Take for example. The county chairs the way we get them, they be correspond to governors them for La Republic. Mm-hmm. So the governor for La Republic they appoint them, but we all county chairs them now we vote them. So if we explain for them, they talk say oh Amazonia they get a government and they get county chairs them where it be like a governor and those people then they vote them now vote them. Now so they for federal structure like for America for here like for Nigeria they vote governor now for vote them. No be that kind of appointment where they will go take governor. We're not even being a son of the soil, Okala be like, or an Okala Balok or whatsoever. They go bring it for the other side, can't talk, say being a chef there for the play. You not even no play where the boundary for come out. You never know the history for the people, for the land, which side they be come out, how they be migrate, how they be settled, and all those things. So these things they be very, very important, especially those with arguments them, where would they come out for years so for explain for people them. For explain for people them how we come with La Republic, all those things them. Because La Republic people they don't know them, all these things them. They don't. And we own people where they call themselves say they be elites. where they go for that their television. What did they go do for they? They not go explain any of those things. They only go there for they don't talk only that kind of thing. So no, they want a peace and this to return, this one, this so. They don't talk nothing. La Republic, if we vote against independence for us, if we vote against independence for us, all those things. Because if you don't really
and they not study for their history, say some vote be take place. Like I talk right at history ordinary level for English for ordinary level. I've been a science student. But I never know me, know nothing. Maybe you be know I'm UN. Say some vote be take place for April. I never know. You be right, son. They be teach you that in school. I know they don't teach me.
Yeah.
They don't even teach.
No, the man will teach with the history for Southern Cameroon for university, even at the master's level.
No, university level now. No, see, for university level they be teacher. Because I get some friend where they almost not graduate for a PhD because a research program they show the illegality of the Cameroons. So you know ever if you do na history from Bakele, he almost not graduate. I'm not sure say he graduate.
Now Professor Chemlange be teach we now people the way they be learn for Dr. Fon them and other kind of things. So it be over concentrate for the Southern Cameroons, all those kind of things. And the first time we can give away a question, even the question will be in a same way, explain how the British policies in Southern Cameroon led to the so-called Anglophone problem of today. Now, so Francophone and they leave paper and they come out. So now they think that.
Yeah, so as it stand now, so this Betty boy we talk for Equinox. Now, if they want more close the talk, we don't really talk fine. And if fine, because we talk like this, we maybe they will probably understand them. We educate a lot of people. So this Betty boy we talk for Equinox. We want to refresh the mind for people. Now, but then we'll conclude the talk today. You see, watch out on scratchy corner job. You know, say one go small. So nous play the video là on a
par des leaders communautaires qui leur ont fait comprendre que la démarche de Boko Haram ramait à contre-courant même de l'idéal de l'islam pur. Il s'agissait tout simplement d'une bande de terroristes qui avait des options politiques, qui avait des prétentions économiques dans le bassin du lac Tchad. Et c'est à ce moment que l'armée a commencé à respirer sur le terrain parce qu'il y avait la collaboration. Cette collaboration permet de fournir le renseignement et de participer également aux activités armées sur le terrain. On a vu du côté de l'Imani, les comités de vigilance s'organiser pour aller prendre également les éléments de Boko Haram en otage, à l'insu même de l'armée. Ça veut dire qu'à un moment donné, déjà on compris le bien fondé du combat. Mais dans le cas du Nozo, il faut le dire, il faut le rappeler, la cause qui est portée, du moins de manière officielle, par les sécessionnistes, c'est une cause qui est partagée par tous les anglophones. Ça, c'est une réalité, c'est-à-dire la question de la marginalisation des anglophones depuis le rattachement de cette partie du territoire au territoire francophone. C'est partagé par tout le monde. Maintenant, comment exprimer le problème, comment l'agresser, comment le résoudre? C'est là où il y a dissension. Il y a ceux qui estiment que peut-être il faut passer par l'État unitaire fort, il y a ceux qui estiment qu'il faut passer par le fédéralisme, la décentralisation. Il y a aussi ceux qui pensent qu'il faut notre autonomie pour finalement corriger ces erreurs, ces égarements de l'histoire de Ufumbal. Donc, en fait, le problème de base est partagé par tout le monde. Alors, comment on arrive à l'exprimer? C'est à ce moment-là que naissent les hypocrisies. C'est-à-dire qu'il y a certains qui ne veulent pas peut-être s'affirmer, qui ne veulent pas porter les armes, mais qui restent quand même solidaires du travail qui est fait par des ambassonnés sur le terrain. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il faut donc faire? Il faut gagner les cœurs des populations et on continuera d'insister sur cette variable-là. On gagne les guerres au sein des populations en gagnant les cœurs des populations. Du moment où vous allez déployer sur le terrain les chars de guerre dans une zone où vous ne voyez pas l'ennemi, l'ennemi est partout mais ne se trouve nulle part. Mais finalement, vous allez faire comment? On va se retrouver toujours avec des pertes et les gars vont toujours nous récupérer, vont nous prendre par surprise parce que l'aspect furtif est assez important dans des luttes asymétriques. Donc, pour qu'on soit dans... pour qu'on essaye d'aborder la question de la solution, il faut déjà qu'on revienne sur des fondamentaux. Qu'est-ce qui est à l'origine de la crise dans le Nozo? Qu'est-ce qui est à l'origine de la guerre? Ce qui est à l'origine, c'est la question de la marginalisation. Aujourd'hui, il faut que l'État, qui est autiste, qui continue de confier ses solutions aux stratégistes au lieu de les confier aux sécuritaires, que l'État comprenne qu'à un moment donné, il faut faire asseoir les anglophones. Si on ne fait pas asseoir les anglophones, on aura toujours l'impression que tous les anglophones sont sécessionnistes ou alors sont des ambazoniens. Et vous allez comprendre pourquoi on peut se retrouver aujourd'hui avec 6 délégués départementaux pris en otage depuis des mois, mais qui ne sont pas libérés, parce que des gens pensent à Yaoundé qu'en fait, comme ce sont des gens de la zone, forcément, bon, ça peut se gérer entre eux là-bas, les anglophones. Pourquoi? Parce qu'on pense toujours que ambazonien signifie forcément anglophone. Et pourtant, il y a une bonne partie des anglophones qui aujourd'hui n'est pas d'accord avec la démarche des ambazoniens, mais d'accord avec le problème porté par les ambazoniens, qui est la question de la marginalisation des anglophones. Il faut forcément corriger cela. Il faut également permettre à toutes les tendances anglophones de s'asseoir pour qu'on dégage la tendance dominante. Du moment où on n'arrive pas à les réunir, on aura toujours l'impression que la tendance dominante est la tendance sécessionniste, et je doute fort qu'aujourd'hui, cette tendance-là soit vraiment la plus hégémonique. Il faut qu'on essaye de permettre à ces anglophones de s'asseoir et de nous dire qu'est-ce qu'ils veulent, comment est-ce qu'ils entendent résoudre le problème, et que cela rentre dans le cadre peut-être de la sédimentation de l'État-nation, de l'État unitaire que nous voulons former. Mais toujours est-il qu'il faut qu'on permette aux anglophones de s'asseoir d'abord entre eux pour qu'on voit est-ce qu'ils sont vraiment sécessionnistes. Mais s'ils sont sécessionnistes, s'ils veulent partir, mais on les laisse partir. Est-ce qu'on va tuer tous les anglophones parce qu'on veut les maintenir dans un État unitaire, ou alors on veut les maintenir dans un cadre étatique partagé avec les francophones?
Alors justement,
let my people go. Et je suis d'accord avec lui quand il dit que let my people go. Je suis d'accord avec lui quand il dit que les ambazoniens, ce n'est pas tous les anglophones qui sont des ambazoniens. C'est vrai, parce que Franck Biak, qui est anglophone, n'est pas un ambazonien. Kamto, qui est anglophone, n'est pas un ambazonien. So, listen, Franck Biak n'est pas anglophone, n'est pas ambazonien. Kamto na anglophone, n'est pas. Isa Churuma, when I say it, na he define the definition for anglophone there we. Yeah, in be ambazonian. So I agree with you. So it's a left we move go because also one go. When I talk,
I like the last.
You know, sir,
I like
when
the
I
last part.
talk. You know, my big mommy will teach me son. My big mommy will teach on style say that already small. Because meat never plenty that today we give chops of picking and give them meat. They throw the meat. They keep meat never end. You don't want to touch the meat. They say, "But picking, move your hand." You want to start chop, you chop now meat. You know, so we put the text and I say, Couper'S Debacle. Now, we will end. We put it. We get to talk with that one. But we'll finish with this matter and then we'll enter that one, close the show.
You see, wait till one talk, they almost come on my mind. I like the last. Yes. Yeah, I like the last part. I like the last part for the story. Let my people go. Pharaoh, we are big head. Let my people go. I like that part. If they want go, let them go. He understand. We get plenty. I like how we analyze them. He get plenty people the name, but one thing we understand and say, where you only know that one. My opinion. One thing we know and say, for we they refer you all Ambazonians or all Southern Cameroonians. Can you no like for use the West Ambazonian? You are using Southern Cameroonians. You are using West Cameroon like Joseph Weber. You are Ambazonian. Now the part that what they want to talk. So no matter how which game where you play, no matter how we go, they get that one, they characterize us under one way. But among us also, you get the Bami one, the way they don't let half to talk English, where they become being as settlers. Well, I'll call them say settlers, where they even disturb them so for inside way. Because if you hear that kind of name like Tanku, you get to understand say Tanku, now that kind of Bami one, the way they can't settle. You get some other one, the way like they classify and say now we they come on a Douala, they can't settle on a Basa on a UPC, they become now. They can't settle. We understand say that one them, now that Bamileke one that they kill us because most of our picking the way that they die, landlord the way that they kill them, family the way they don't butcher them go. Now that settlers where they can't settle among us, where they call them to say Anglophone. Now that word, now they kill us. But we understand their position. We understand, say, the one support. But we too, among we get some people like Celine John the way I'll call them and say, now bully them, now betty them, because a mentality of a head. It already turned in a bull. So you know if it
So
change
they
it,
don't
matter
give
say
bulu
marry.
woman. They don't marry
Yeah,
bulu
you know if
woman.
it change it for bring on this side. So we'll get for to specify that side. I'll end up before I come back and conclude.
No, you don't marry bulu woman. Celine John don't
Yeah,
marry bulu no. You don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
At
You
100%. Now yeah, the question on the man.
Okay. The first thing I will talk for you and I say, we will already argue for you. Say, we will get some people the way they translate something the way they talk for French. Some people that they talk say this, so you not go fine. This way the man talk say if Anglophone the one go me they leave then they go. If you talk where you be Anglophone, you not go get impact than where Francophone if you talk for Francophones. Now the first thing and that where you go for put and for it. The next thing we go for put and for and I say a lot of people they make error. Check say person where it talk English, not Anglophone. No. Person where it talk English, if you get for example, American person if he talk Chinese, it not makes it be Chinese. Yes. If he talk Spanish, it not be say it be rather call and say Spanish whatsoever. That word, that name Anglophone, it refer to when we live like Anglo-Saxon in culture, cultural heritage, Anglo-Saxon people. That word Anglophone, they refer to a people, not to an individual. So even you be Francophone, you talk English, you are not an Anglophone. It refer to a people, and a people, now the way they occupied a territory, a specific territory. We will talk, for example, say all people where they did for Bafut LGA and Bali, they will call for up. For some reasons, they become start the enter school only for English. They do whatsoever for English. When they will go join with Francophones them, they will record them say Anglophones them because they get Anglo-Saxon culture. You know, mean I say this person where they for outside we can't talk.
I don't want me to finish that talk. So hold on for air. So that you when I've add between one Adam, you just finish them. Issa Churuma for 2017. With this fight, this thing on the temperature on the high and high every day they go from stage to stage. They don't catch up Babala. They interview Isha Churuma where they lock up Babala them. Isha Churuma, that means after where this other man for Famandongo don't talk say a people are left fair qua. Another person will become Isa the wound be the put sword within Isha Churuma. Now me I be conscious for that definition of the Anglo-Saxon. A big part of even my document what I write. But I also argue, say as far as Cameroon be concerned, because for literature review or debate, you feed philosophy say if you argue about anyway. You one side they show say people where they take like a heritage, or they come with an Anglo-Saxon culture, now they be Anglophone. But when you get into the modern day Cameroon, you get high political officials that Issa Churuma that open their mouth for front television talk say dans bientôt tout le monde va être anglophone parce que maintenant everybody is speaking English and then they get a model where they philosophically want to justify them through a debate. So you see answerity, they want to infiltrate a legitimate thing. So now why that we don't agree say yes. For based on Issa Churuma definition and Cameroon government understanding, or wait, they don't make a move understand say be Anglophone. We like former British Southern Cameroonians Ambazonians want to be Anglophone based on that context. You get clear
okay. May I explain them?
So we will never that they are level for Anglophone, but the Anglo-Saxon we will be Anglophone them, but for their definition will never be Anglophone.
Yeah, may I explain them? I can't use this. I don't talk say we as a people will be Anglo-Saxon and we come out for day. We go meet up French-speaking people. We be now we be Anglophones. They be Francophones. If you don't talk now, say Issa Churuma, Paul Biya, yourself, you don't talk say since 1992 or 1980. It prime minister only for Anglophones them. It means say it is for people where they come up from northwest and southwest. It not mean say it is for person where if he talk French where he come up for Bafusam or for north. Jean-Michel Momo, when a minister of justice, he talk for television, say, Anglophones they talk say they can't join when I go sign treaty with France, and France they marginalize we, they do everything them. Even on no one for Chidon, anglophone talk say les anglophones disent que si vous ne voulez pas sortir sur la France, il faut nous laisser partir. You know, they talk now say all my way they talk English for Cameroon, they come out. He talk say anglophone, we refer to northwest and southwest. We say if when I don't talk say when I go, they go. Even this Jean-Michel Momo for, Dr. Mono for here, he don't talk see this. So, si les anglophones veulent partir, it means he refer now for, because they talk about the problem in northwest and southwest, when are the people they call and say anglophones. So, il say, s'ils veulent partir, il faut les laisser partir. Qu'on ne doit pas tuer tous les anglophones parce qu'on doit les maintenir dans un état unitaire, ceci, cela. Because, et ça, sûrement, you know, the talk say when we want to go, it's actually will follow we because it be francophone, it be so. So now the kind of philosophy where la Republic they can't take a put them under way for talk say anybody they talk French anglophone, anybody they talk so anybody they
Yeah,
talk
now
this.
you see, I agree with you 100% because that is the rightful definition of who an anglophone be. But you see, like when you and Toximo talk or we talk for SME, we talk for French people. Because which way they try to tell their community. Now say when you don't start talk for English, you don't become an anglophone. So now,
yeah,
est-ce que c'est anglophone them when that their own anglophone not be marginalized? Now Ambazonians be marginalized.
Okay. Now why that way? Even themselves for Cameroon government, they talk say anglophone regions. Why they so they don't talk English for Yaoundé, they don't teach English for Yaoundé. Anglophone region they be referred to northwest and southwest. So now say they don't make us so people that they fall tricky for here for the make and so they want to we for mix and they with culturalism, bilingualism. Even if you are bilingual, every person it speak 11 languages inside this world, it get one particular place where it come out for day, where it come out for day. Yes. And now for that place where it will bear that characteristic, if you be a Chinese, where you talk all the 30 languages of the whole world, you are a Chinese. You not qualify, you say you be Anglophone. You not qualify, you say you be yes.
Someone talk say we for Ambazonian self will get one country talk. Never English be the major talk. Whether one justify which will talk because if we talk about former British Southern Cameroon, Britain and English. So we actually be that English Cameroon. But when you see they don't start turn up, just to tell you the evil. Why I bring this side for the talk now to show you the evil where the people calculate them. Take something when a good thing. You see the way David take Bible, can't put them in front of Jesus. Change clauses so inside and then give them back. That's where each other will try to do. If they try to talk now, say after all that you want to talk about Anglophone, maybe every man, even you will be try to talk.
Correct. Now the same way you will see come to. Now same way you see come to and the rest that they can't talk say all provinces that they get problem. Road not there for north, road not there for this side. We cry now a political problem. We cry a political problem, but they can't talk now a sociocultural problem. Where they can't talk now say this so every region they get problem them. They get for Shidon for down, all man get for Shidon down. Yaoundé no get road, Far no go road. This one no get road. No, our problem now assimilation. The assimilation where the Republic it can't dissolve with own state. That is the problem. So we not get no problem with them. So if
bro, this talk I speak for so if one talk say we talk to midnight for Ambazonia, we not go stop. Now when I hear say Couper'S them, they talk don't plenty. Now only 90 seconds where any man give a talk about that. My interest in the palaver na say Congo Sa talk don't make them. We don't see them. Congo Sa don't make them. We say we don't hear. It is show say the thief money for we so Nanchop get 20,000 for your account. Marianta get 40,000 for your account. Now money they say talking about money the thief for Dr. Sakoy account. So if far as we say the year the story, now yeah one more talk for all these small quarter. I know they will say one more be president today. The other man say they will say now. Now but they want now who start watch I want me to start them.
Yeah, thank you, Pastor. I'm sorry I exit myself. Thank you so much. I like seeing you bring them. You know, so Couper'S so don't make this thing not easy for me. My job not easy for me because at least social media don't make them. They don't expose everything where they did. So my job now just to come analyze somehow the whole story there because everybody get the information already. So as you see, the Couper'S tell you when I be talk so be talk to one place to make people understand the difference where the Couper'S day. I tell you, I say now one government day, and a Dr. Sako be the president. The other one them na apprentice where the one be government, where they don't be government, when a la republic don't form them. They like virus where they for TV. Na so that side a day. Chris Anu na so his side day. Na so Marianta is side day. All these people get money for their hand where they call and say warlord. Like say, lot where you don't fight war, that gains of war. Where you don't fight war, when you don't win that war, so you enter for your enemy house, you carry things, you carry gold, you carry diamond, anything. If you carry, you get that you put them for your pocket money. So when the one thief as them come out for this government run, so as they run, as a thief, because all them I call them I say thief united. As they be run, so they be thief money, them plenty. This money they thief them. Now the one that will know, but man like Christopher Anu, he get another account where money be just they enter for your hand. When nobody know. I be here they talk about 90,000. 95 say they raise this money. They raise the money who's dead. The money be and money be enter. Because plenty people they see that they don't move them. So money be just enter for bank nyafo, they come for their side. So this money, that one way you can say Madam Nachop, he own pocket he full. Marianta, he own that woman he posa. You know, so woman get a posa. He owns herself he full. Christopher Anu, he own he full. So this game where they get us so that we not know all these things. But the matter where he has got the punishment, I say it happened among them. Say trouble don't be among them. Now why that we know all this secret? Because now so I tell you, say they like far away there is a portrait where they not give them chop. This one they buy this one, this one they buy this one, this one they buy the one, or I'll call and say a snake that they buy their tail, or a crayfish that they buy their tail. Now so then they inside that this thing. The confusion be real among these thieves. They don't know. But one thing says the favor we I will leave this one. Now my friend is gonna analyze them. Now my brother will analyze one. Uchiba will analyze this one. Who will them be? Because the government bill let's say it don't scatter. The Restoration Council they let's say it don't scatter. So now Uchiba will analyze this one for now. And the other case will be I say Christopher Anu. You know, say when this guy that they come out go so that they chop chair, they hold their chair. Christopher Anu the call he said I say secretary. This day he don't come in and say jaw don't dry. It dry past my own for year. You know they talk again. You know they make more up again. Hey.
I say Marianta tonight play in television. Marianta tonight say no pay television. Have a problem back. So at the end say the campaign speech that say Marianta say want me to vote now with CID with the Tibambowi, but now all of them get details of man with the pay CID. So Chris Anos, the talk say this so they don't respect what so called. I don't really want to give value for that debacle. Now why I call them debacle. More not give value for that nonsense election. I want to really look interest now for that thing where it really concern we. You know, it just make me at the look President Sako now like a hero because he be talker for stakeholders. Say if that's the path you want to take, I will step aside and give you. I want to make me Amazonians know say President Sako no ever deny elections because now they think that way some of the way they know sabi the talk. President Sarkozy talks about it. If it will be according to the constitution, where he be custodian, number one chief custodian for the constitution, then it could come in. I know if the election, we're going to win Chris Arnold for election. So
yes, Cristiano began at 0 vote. Don't forget, so Cristiano began at 0 vote. Bob Ga began 1 vote. Dr. Common Sense on a year Ambazonians. He get 25 vote. That just one.
So electoral college we get 26 people. Annos, all man be check saying no competent. You see? So it be important move inform Ambazonians and this thing say as he get as it be and that one may be now because it be emergency situation. So and then President Sako give a good lecture or rhetoric why electoral governance no fine for revolution like they will own. Okay, we now take example, say that Jangi house where the Couper'S where they want try to call themselves say this thing. When I look them now, as we they not job the other side the Congo now, they all them their life. Chris Anos over that side here and Getro Kiso. get your kids away, no be manage no nothing. ABC pass you manage them. Men Santa AJ passy. Anus David aside, young get your kids up. They try for one talk for their own side thing. We find you that will put them for rest defunct deleted restoration council. Away Marianta already marched and travel mode. None of them that side. So look the chaos. Would every year we don't spend more than 2 hours educating with people for relevant issues? People they talk, dirty talk. Would they raise money as we talk so? We plan now. I just talk with the chairperson for Couper'S. How we get to raise money for give boy and granite. Rainy season to come. Find things that happen today for 7 Qatar them because of better work. Vice President David ain't always sleep for night because he get to call, give update for president every day. Eric Atene is sleep. Vice President Eric Atene is sleep only when soldier that he call me, he give the money. Ma I read the sleep. People they work better work. People they talk about election. So now the thing that way they worry people and small. You
may I first make some correction for you for who plotters. Me they know. Because the Rokan talk say they be illegally take money, they be take money for Dr. Sako, say 20,000 euro day for Nanchop. I know say 70,000 a day for Frida, $70,000 a day for Frida Ashu. They say 40,000 go for Marianta, and then for Mats, Chairman Mats, 10,000. They say they take the money where they be taken for Dr. Sako. Ambazonia people again for no say they no be take that money for Dr. Sako. That money is now money where they go illegally taken for Ambazonian Foundation. Because if people put that narrative, so they will go talk say, oh, that means say Dr. Sako be they take money go put that for your account. That money is coming for Ambazonian Foundation where it be there. And on a row year, themselves they argue for outside it. Say they all right, they non chop them and the rest of it, they give back the money for their own treasury where they go put that for their cabal for the. They deny them for go jam. They deny them for go jam. And then the same people where they don't wake up today, they complain about their defunct restoration council for the same errors that way all of them they be know consciously and they be united for fight Dr. Sako against it. They be toxic the mandate of the president, it will end 3 years upon arriving Boya. If they want to do something, they will first go through a constitutional revision for include elections and all those things. But now when they go for the committee and a few people, they go for something, they go write on their paper, they keep them for down. Even when they go give the oath for the president, oath naturally the reader for paper, it all read oath, talk say me when I clap for you, people rock clap. Even when they go step go for the, he say you have 2 years. Now, if they want make so you have 2 years on the constitution, no nothing don't go. They go for page 19, they go fake and for day, go write something that natural they write and for day. All of these people and partners in crime, all of them, when I see they put a list for outside for all money where they tip them. Money for big firewood for pins them, block by block patch, adopt a soldier them, big firewood and bank of Ambazonia, DOD, all those people because they will run accountability. Now why that way they can't be united like how we watch how they call and say now thieves united. They wake up now, they come out, they go. Everything they be know say it be conscious. But now they not be even know say along the way. Some unscrupulous people will be still there with hidden agenda where they will still take them now they throw them for road. Now whether you see all of them they fight, you see Chris Anu can give credit for President Sako. He said at least President Sako they raise money everywhere, they raise money left and right. You see, where now person will be saying no they raise money. Then you see the supposed chief of staff for Marianta.
So yes. If you want talking about Anus. Namawe ino sabito. Like when I call and say he's a very poor communicator. You understand? Because if you take it up for quantity, like put them for court, put them down, you'll go prison. Only if you own talk. Them say talk for morning time, so even he talk him. Me I hear that one, I don't believe until that person send me the audio say.
Yeah. No, I just tell I want to make people that understand because okay, say for example, Eriko Akabadem, where they be the Chris Anu yesterday. Now you where they write today say Chris Anu work with Seseko, they fire you. He work with the Constitution, they fire you. Work Marianta, they fire you. That means he been a bad person. Person where they be praised yesterday.
That means the problem is you.
Yeah, non-chop now.
Eric Ako talk to no, the problem must be you.
Non-chop that we come now can't talk now. See, the only thing we like for Dr. Sako now see it is denied for the talk one-on-one with La Republic, because for them, the Mbaraku them and the chief of staff them for the Marianta them, they talk say they go talk with La Republic one-on-one. Where the non-chop the way we be deter them yesterday they be denied. Only
but
today,
the same non-chop confused because now the same non-chop we talk say Dr. Sako he go fabricate documents. Say we can't talk say Dr. Sako get deal with CPTM with CDC.
CDC.
He fabricate them.
Yes.
Tell bring the document.
Now no evidence, you know, for them for prover. Chris Anu takes 135,000 go jam later is instruction as scam. You know, even tell when I say which side the person did. So Amazon I wanna get for remain focused for you because these people they already we call talk now say they go gather. May I bring something where I don't want to talk for you. Before I want bring this file, I want to talk for you. May I talk something. Around here ADF, they see how a Cameroon minister for public health it talks say one ban human hair and skin lotion or I can't tell them. I about the ADF, the rock and talk say the rock banner for Amazonia. Only because if they think the big scarce tomorrow, they will can't talk say now I about they can't introduce them. And now the work I go now for the work at the cash girl and cash woman, they now for the carry money for them. Say why did you use those things? So ADF they don't mean any good for you. Now Chris Anu talk see he want gather people. He want gather every people where they go for your own they like ye or we plot us. It come up.
But that Cameroon, you don't look at the talks of Canada, they not be possible. So you want ban.
Yes, that thing for gather people. Now Cameroon expression for unity palace for tripartite talks. When they begin strike and lock go stand them, they go gather people them for tripartite talks for end lockdown, for end go stand them. They end go stand. They go fake 1996 constitution. When even till today they never even can use them. They go gather people them for national dialogue. Together only for show say oh they want to try for solve some matter. Now you see now and we talk say one go gather people only for go sell we. That way Dr. Mono be talk for me. If he talk say they forgive Anglophone them, me they go together decide on which way they want them. Cardinal to me be not talk. What will happen now? Ekema Patrick, a deny he talk say they don't want them because they know. Say even some minister, some person be not talk about Bamenda. Say everybody, all of us, we share the same thing. They are with us in spirit and all those things. Why they not be even great? All those things they can't talk now. Say Ekema, who be Ekema? Where La Republic, if they give authority from Yaoundé, you know, pass it. So these people they know. So this person. To me, it make a majority wanna say they want independence. The same independence will be for SC minutes according to the year and Fontaine go move the papers and for day. This Chris Anu, they talk with the Imin Bankwi Porter song. He go either attend two coalition for dialogue and negotiation things. It's a give power for Ayub Tabe for special status.
Sam brother, if we want to talk this talk, you not go get end because it's too much. But I want to say make with people get the most important things. You see, in a post where you don't post them, I don't see for many WhatsApp groups. The amount of money where these thief united, and you see at least 80% of them they join together, and all them fighting a one person money where they don't misappropriate them and embezzle them. The money I calculate them only for my head. Now plenty money where you get see people will not even go. Will not see Chuayaba and Akwanga their own side there because. Now figures we will not even get, but this one I want the way we get them. We will go. I will read them, and after the way we go talk bye bye for country people where they don't watch me. Thank them for really be patient. But listen, when I listen to money way people don't see for Amazonia, you post them 18 hours ago. I read them now from you anymore. It says Amazonia embezzled and misappropriated money. Number one, water money by Ayub Tabenya. $1.5 million US. Never 1.5 million CFA. Now me said 1.5 million US dollars was CFA. Now how much that? Now 1 billion something. No, according to Forbes, no Ambazonian, if it would year for Rome said Ndanguti get money, whether Ndawara get money, the richest man of French Africa. But according to Forbes, no Cameroonian, no person for the two Cameroon get the kind of money they lost her for the water. Number 2, Morris by Bo Herbert when 64,000 US dollars. We means in close to 40 million francs CFA. Scapac 53,000 US dollars by Haref Fomoki and Alex Mbianda. Now, why do we Haref Fomoki one key Dr. Zako Kosh? Then we ye and Yabacho then try all tea network. Kosh with the woman because Dr. Zako. And the man with the answer, I'm there for the group. Nakuku their blinks who cost on day for their heads on the craze. All they know is now it. And then you get the other one they call them Plan B by Tabanyan 100,000 US dollars. That means it's close to 55 million francs CFA. Una the money. You get Federal Marshal 150 million US dollars by a Giawan and a Bongwa. Now, when I begin to see the Couper'S United, their own level of money, their own high. Now you get the Mefako 2020 draft, 65,000 US dollars by Mola Eddy. We will not say that one chop am here and this the Senator Christopher and his girlfriend Reverend Asom. Wait, now you name that now. That man call
and a passamoto too.
And a passamoto. Then you get Menchum 2020 draft when 14,000 US dollars by Frank. Na Prince Prince Frank Mendy that way.
Yeah, now we deny say no be
Let me Frank Chinye. Moon not confuse her. You want a Frank Mendy. Okay. You get Momo Marshall 65,000 by Jackson. All the one have a Couper'S United the day. You get rebuild FM factory. So I'm saying after we run for being factory for plenty thousand, then they disappear and factory the bill and for imagination. You know ever show. They will come talk say 131,000 US dollars don't go. Then you and we talk say what happen. They can't talk say Cameroon on do.
No,
after
that one they be talk.
Yes.
No, they be toxic. They be toxic. When you woman got born, it come back. They be put some tracking device for his skin, like Republic. It can't destroy. It come. So now why that way? No, they still fight again. So now that time they be already make arrangement. It stop fighting. So now people are now contributing that money now for be factory again.
Excuse they can't give Amazonian and that. Now excuse they give Amazonian and that. It is like brother we stand look people then they for declassification. It tell them. So that
Los Angeles alone be give 16,000 US dollars for that money.
Okay. We'll go for the one for Big Firewood, 42,000 US dollars by Eriko Akaba. Now for Tiff United, so you get the one for El Clasico, 31,000 US dollars by J. Carl. You go for the one for My Trip to Boya, 213,000 US dollars by Tabanyan. Again, My Trip to Boya purchases 450,000 US dollars by Egiawan and Abongwa. I remember when J. Carby said that it made them must eradicate Egiawan because Egiawan anything want talk in a classified. I don't even know the English meaning of the word classified. Classified
again. It come back and unite with Egiawan again.
It come back and unite Egiawan again. So now frenemies. Mark, I want to finish the thing. Small time they can't finish. I was already cooking. There you get one for Operation Destiny Child, 30,000 US dollars by Akuru and Sikot Johnson. You get one for Amber Star Team, 14,000 US dollars by Sikot Johnson. All them, Tiff United. Momo Special Operation, 10,000 US dollars by Sikot Johnson and Gislen. You get Pache, 39,000 by Pache and Ayaba. You get DOD, 50,000 US dollars by Daphne Yerima. You get Chang Shoes, 39,000 US dollars by Ayaba. You get Adopt a Soldier, 22,000 US dollars by Ayaba. You get Pins, 6,000 by Ayaba. Ayaba has having money there. In our raise plenty money, but it's still plenty because he can only big mob. The money is plenty, but he just swindle and no money is play go. You get Bank of America, $21,000 by Yerima and Tabanyang. You get Watana Wata, $18,000 by JK. You get Fako. You know, say find me with people here eating. Fako Le Francais, $7,000 by JK. President talks on. They say if you see all the people where they start get problem, now people where they raise money, and then they draft can move money for their more. Especially when they just these people when they just tell them say me they draft for central treasury they die. They know 1 year safe. Okay, you get the number 25. You get NAC, $14,000 by Mark Barata, Sikot Johnson, and Ephraim Eugene. They don't just take a enter and Sosongo. When I know I see for year offerings, Sunday offerings. When I know put up. You get Prison Break, $21,000 by Chris Anos. You get Hurricane, $11,000 by Chris Anos. You get Farm Tools, $135,000 by Chris Anos, Abongwa, and Egyawan. Now the one way can stand do people. I get the video. That means that we put the vex country cheer them. They decide okay, the money no lost, I'm gonna try to recuperate some. It's a miracle that thing. That thing this will be in a 419. Hi. Now that kind of Zoom meeting where you then say you want me Mark Zuckerberg create on style way if he been alive. Put it that him up this one of even open them up so see over there again. Because the wrong move
satellite phones are not there for there. Satellite phones.
Yeah, you get Washington Unity Conference. Washington Unity Conference, the one now where they take a run na hoha. They take money after we Dr. Sako don't help raise money for them. They take the money now hoha, they run with them saying again. $50,000 for Washington US Conference. That was in 2018. You get the millions upon millions of dollars from SCNC, asylum file, since creation of that one are plenty money no which it don't keep it too much. Now you get money to arrest FM by J Car, $23,000. You get Sunday offering, $50,000 by Mark Barata. You get block messages, $11,000 by Mark Barata. You get Ashu Kingsley, $24,000 for 2 RPGs, etc., etc. So this is as much as we can come together. So when you see these people, they want fight. Dr. Sako. Now because they feel say Dr. Sako can move chop for their mob. But Dr. Sako move chop for their mob, give chop for whatever down. Because we talk again, let me say na empty propaganda.
No,
thanks
not true.
Be to God. That way that writer be talking. Thanks be unto God. Say Dr. Sako come for this trouble. You see now, Dr. Sako we don't focus, things will happen, people will claim them. And the contact defense people say that they don't pay for 7 Katame do job. Marianta and I have chosen them. But that way, things they never happen. Wait, they will try to do things that will take money back. Nothing never happen. Now way draft don't start things they happen. Now way they want to start. Terrible thing. We don't raise money 72,000 the other day for Bokitunja, they fight election. But they want to claim responsibility. Terrible thing. When I talk small for some few seconds, give bye for Yaya Topo for remove.
Yeah, we don't talk now. Say, me all man come for draft for Sunday. We go concentrate. The one the way they don't miss road go. I mean for Saturday, or on a Sunday on the way. This weekend, of course. Yes, the one the way they don't mix road, they go for that other side. Me when I try for come back, they not deny some man. What try talk say inside church back Benjamin Day. If you still can, you should don't for day. And then for those activities, the way they don't stand in front in those days, them say they be one free people, and now they never free people. They go find people go should don't for day. So either want to begin a different interest, a personal interest, and then when I wake up go for that other side. And those the way they talk today, so me will not fight for own freedom. Me they tell we what you will not gain where we be with La Republic. And me they tell we what you will lose some if we get we own independence. And me they tell we what will be happen for the first federation, second federation, what you will show say third one it will can't be. La Republic, you know they always tip for you watch them. So when they talk say When something it don't bite you one time, it miss them. You want go again the second time, say me the thing it just finish you now for finish them. So me we know say we be together. We be big, we come out with southern Cameroons. Now the Republican divide us for northwest, southwest. They will come make multi-parties and divide, so we be together. Yes. We be like brothers and sisters. Not look francophone. Talk say Duwala man or Ewondo or Bamileke some person where it be with you. They not like you today. If you be in a francophone the way they be kill them, you for us see all we for all work at the match for street talk say no me they stop the war, me they do so for us sympathize with them. But they don't care because they call us say we be cockroaches, we be rats, and when they call them, they recall you the senator, they recall you the mayor, they recall you the elites, they recall everybody. They not excuse somebody talk say because you be this person, you not be a rat. Now why that went through the beginning election, they be talk say they not want enemy inside Palais for Ituri, and they tell Honorable Weber, talk say will be sugar. First, they qualify say you be sugar, and it means say you get for don't loss now for loss, you get for just milk now for milk. So we will come back for own way. We can't be there. We get power, we get our own resources. We manage our own things. Them me any man join your own LGA. We not be divided. We be in an interim government and the LGAs and counties for free. We own communities. No be now for free individuals. No be now for follow one individual. Me wanna come out and mass. We take this thing to the last time, because if something happen, you yourself you will ever regret why they always burn you for that side. People they go kill armless begin them. They even burn houses the way they not be armed. They even cut planty will not get gone. They go tip banana, we're gonna not even get gone. Carry banana for begin the work go. So you know if you take those people that check say na francophone, the way na people in that way na people where they get conscience with una so for you where you there for diaspora, when I be see the other day some African American man in the vex talks say they all the call and say they be akata. It talks say they go vex. They feel even beat all way for here. So when they can't reach, while man says if it talks they will come up for their country or the people and they say will go, who side you will go if like Republic can take back your country. So now why that we go for secure our own country, where our own home. Where if you go pick ground for there, you chop and you talk say yes. This is an introduction. Thank you.
I say a closely remark as an introduction. Watch out. I will say no.
No. I'm not take and go that far. I just want to thank them. I want to thank them. Say they don't always be faithful audience. I want to thank everybody where they listen and man. So when I day again, we'll day again next week. And at the time when I say as I don't talk that one, I don't use my word say. If you fall, may stand up. Backbench or chair there, you can't sit there. Not there for down. May everybody see so you there for down. At least stand. If you go fish firewood, you enter discover say that forest not get dry firewood. May you come on, not remain inside. I talk this one for Couper'S. I talk for this one where you go from that group. Not join for go fall inside hole. I say the first sheep don't fall inside hole. You two will fall go fall inside hole. It's better may lion rule sheep them than say may sheep rule lions. Because all now fall inside hole. Come for the side way it get rulers. Come for the side way don't stand. You be feel say properly when you go. The interim government go. The government, not the interim. It still stands strong. It still stands strong, more powerful. More powerful people, they come. You better. You get better opinion. Maybe if you take my seat, if you take Mr. Paddy King's seat, he be welcome. You come, you show which way. If you do, we'll be Ambazonians. We want the better for tomorrow, and we want the better. Some more children can see which way today. Come for BD history. This history, this war, this history. It will be written for history books. So may your name there inside. I thank you plenty. Thank you, Mr. Paddy King. Thank you, Mr. Nelson.
Thank you, big brother. So you see, when they call the one that say God ordains struggle. When God don't ordain man, He give you grace. Now grace mean you do what you do. And now privilege to every Ambazonia to stand serve Ambazonia. Maybe not like say you be Superman. If you know daily, another man will do it. Always get them. And I be right until the other day. I don't want to just look and see Dr. Pesha don't write the same thing. A house with built on sand cannot stand. Thief united no be stand. So the talk don't find plenty. As well as we talk say we will be Anglophones, they will not get better, not nothing. We will end up with this find some way. Now brother when Ambazonian picking he do and I will talk say bye bye until next week. Bye bye for all.
We gather, light up a fire. We getting higher. We feel the power. Oh. Fatima, Vendula, Motherland is such a paradise. How long before we realize? Savannah and Sahara unite, light up one big firelight. We dancing through the night. Landra with the lodging lador, with the machangin changlina. Oh, changlina. Stop to flow, the mountains will always keep our gold. So let us dream alive. Yovabena, with the Mayua, Mshiajima, freedom of the mind. Afienaru ila fanaku, Afienaru ila fanaku. Idudun from light up a fire, we getting higher, we feel the power. Oh, Abatia, Verbatia Kongadema, Verbatia Chenga Chenga, Verbatia Yovabena. Safovira. No. Vikir vidu vena kalindera. Sadu wir pujina. Ay. Abai. Ay. With the matching in the division, is she and now with your tree? About in your vanilla, yo. Motherland is such a paradise. How long before we realize?